The following is rated TV MALSV. It contains strong language, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome everyone to Dave's Drama Diner. I am your host and the proprietor of this great establishment, Devious Dave Rose. Thank you for joining us here today. Let's start off the show as we always do by showing our gratitude and appreciation for all those that have chosen to spend their time with us today. Starting off with Ronald Booth, the man with two first names, Irish Dave, the Nine God himself, Nicky Nines. Bird, who has apparently become the first volunteer to decide to donate to Dave Rose for his tireless and top quality efforts that he does with everything. Shout out to Jay Diz, Danimal, and Coda's Gaming and Podcasting. Hey, Dave, he says. I may know you, I may not, I don't remember. But I have heard your name mentioned as of late, so you may want to consider adding your take, and perhaps even calling in. Hey, what's up, YR? To discuss this, but I do know that your name was mentioned. A lot of things, a lot of birdies coming to me with things, the sparrows. Now that winter seems to be in decline, we have a beautiful day here today. Sun is shining, and I'm feeling much better after this extremely cold winter. But the sparrows have come chirping into my ears, and they've given me a few clips here and there that obviously made the light go off in my head about Coda. But yeah, we'll discuss that later. It all comes together. Oh, Barracuda. Okay, got it. Well, that makes sense. Then we got Based Alcatraz. Says, Dave Rose, I will be taking a nap as this stream goes on. And don't take offense, I'm just tired. Now, that's fine. We've got Cora in the chat. And alrighty. Well, hope you get settled down here, get nice and comfy in your chairs, you know. We've got a great meal planned for you today. It's charred bullfrog flambé with a side of clout cherries in authentic lyre sauce. So Bullfrog has been doing many things as of late, and really what he has been doing is burying himself. But also exposing himself, and YR and Junebug have been doing good work there as well. So, I want to review a few things because the last I spoke about Bullfrog, or I spoke to Bullfrog, was, let's see here, a few days back. When was it? On Sunday, I guess. No, it was Saturday night, I guess. It was whatever stream that I was on where I was addressing several things. And the next day he sends me a message, and I blocked him after that. But let me read this out to you. it would require me to unblock him to take the screenshot to show you. I did forward it to somebody so they can verify this. But well, I mean, I could show it if you guys really want to. I'm not going to show who I sent it to. But the fact is I can easily, unblock Bullfrog and show you this. But again, I, unlike Bullfrog, really don't have a record of lying, nor have a reason to lie. But let's take a look here. Bullfrog says, "I am apologizing for yelling at you yesterday. I'm done with YR, Junebug, and their drama channels. I'm doing my own thing. If you want to do alien shows with me, you can." Wow. Wow, what an honor to be offered that opportunity to work with someone who is literally a moron. Oh my God. I mean, I've worked with the government at some points, contract work and stuff. I've worked with unions, and I mean, they don't compare to your level of fucking incompetence. And he also said one more message saying, "I'm going back to my own channel." I've criticized him the other day on this as well, but just stop, Bullfrog. The fact is, you claim that you are so great and that everyone wants to be around you and all this stuff, and that you're so smart and that you can do whatever you want, which is hilarious because now you're starting to really push things in a bad direction. But you think that you can do whatever you want and not be held accountable for your actions, and that's where you're wrong. So what we had was, and this was, I believe, on YR's show. There's so many different shows these days that are going on, a lot of stuff popping. But we determined that there was 8 different reasons that he gave in regards to why he decided to delete that video. Now, if you heard, and I'm going to try to find that, but I want to get the clip where, I think, no, is this it? Yes. Where Joe Cronin actually calls in and YR tells him that before he was able to figure out how to delete the video, he changed the name. And Joe's reaction was hilarious. So that's something that we need to examine here, because the amount of damage control that Bullfrog has been trying to do is, it's more impressive than fucking Harvey Weinstein's. This is like, and he's jumping around to all these different people trying to get sympathy and such. And I also, this is coming along with everything, but I also have to address how apparently about 5 weeks ago, this was confirmed by several people yesterday, but 5 weeks ago, Bullfrog, I guess, was having another issue with me or something, because, I just don't tolerate his shit and I call him out on it. And he actually told Joe that, or asked Joe, or interacted with Joe, where he said, and Joe was admitting this on air, where he was like, Bullfrog was saying, "You got to take Dave down, you got to take him out, blah, 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 like, fight my wars for me again," as we normally have Bullfrog doing, but volunteering people. And on top of that, saying, like, "Take me out," sort of thing. Like, first of all, I think Joe has many more important things to do with his life, with the family and all that stuff. Yeah, he's busy as it is. Shit, the guy was too busy to do Final Frontier News, okay? But then you have this absolute gall to think that he is now going to just step in and fight your battles, just like you had the gall with me or Junebug or all these other people. Yeah, destroy him, like, take him out for me, like, it's toxic. And you're jumping around to all these different people trying to get support. And you had that with Junebug, you had that with YR, you've had that with Joe, with Ken, Scott, I believe. There might be more. Hey, Roca, how's it doing down under? Looks like it's turning to fall for you. It's what we call it up here. It's autumn. Up here is when the leaves change in autumn. Down there, it's when the rattlesnake decides to bite you in your willy and not your knacker. All right, back to some more serious discussion here. But yeah, Bullfrog, you are to be exposed, and your insistence that you've done nothing wrong is what's most concerning. I believe it was in a clip that I will be playing later on, which is both Junebug and YR. I believe it was from this morning, where they were reviewing Jacob Maricone's video expose and all this crap. He's too dirty and disgusting to be served on the menu here at the diner, so don't worry about that. We don't deal with gutter rats here. You can go down the street to the Mexican place; they serve that shit there, but not here. But yes, Bullfrog was on the show with Junebug and YR, and they were confronting him on the issue quite naturally, and Bullfrog had the gall to actually say, I can lie about whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. It's my channel, so I can act the way I want. And you calling me out is basically sticking yourself into my business. And he was saying, oh, YR is making a big deal about it. Look, I'm making a big deal about it. Many other people making a big deal about it because it is a big deal. Because you are now setting yourself up with a track record of being a perpetual liar who is constantly jumping to all spots for clout, for sympathy, for just affirmation, to be featured. And when it doesn't go your way, when they don't pat you on the head and tell you that you're this special little boy, and they'll give you money so that you can buy pizzas or fucking prepare your food for you because you're too incompetent to do it or lazy on your own. Or that, there's the 8 answers that you gave, but we'll get to that. So let's continue. Actually, let's go to this clip here. This is a 4-hour video from YR the other day. Actually, and where did I hear this? On another clip. Actually, yeah, the 24-minute clip. We'll hear that later. But it's funny because Bullfrog is just so fucking incompetent. When Junebug tells him that he just got a message from YR saying that he just recorded that video, Bullfrog loses. He says, how did you record it? That's not possible. How could you do this? Hey, Bullfrog, you're the smart guy. You're the one who's, can figure out how to use OBS. Half a year later, we're still waiting. But yeah, how could he do it? How could YR possibly record a clip? How did I record that clip with Scott going live? And I was only half an hour behind when I caught it, and then I started recording live. And yeah, he took it down eventually, but by the end of that broadcast, I'd essentially recorded it all while almost in real time. So you tell us, genius.
Hope you're not mad at me, brother. I mean, am I not supposed to have Joe Cronin on, or who am I not? Give me a list of people I'm not supposed to have on. I mean, he did expose Bullfrog pretty good. Right, Bullfrog?
Fuck you, YR.
Joe exposed you.
I'm blocking you after this.
Good.
Oh, this must have been before. Okay, so yeah, there's...
Next time you have me...
Okay, here we go.
Every...
Joe calls in.
It's an old show. It was not an old show.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, it's weird.
And obsessed with her, just like he was obsessed with Shell, just like people are obsessed with... He's obsessed with everybody. And I'm like, stop fucking talking about her. I don't care. And then he goes, oh, someone's going to be mad at you for that. And I'm like, for what? You brought her up. Who's going to be mad at me? And then he goes, oh, Junebug's dating her. And I'm like, I didn't know that. The fuck? The dude's a fucking psycho. But I so the other night, I'm like, yeah, you want to come back on the show? We'll figure something out. That's all I said to him. Then I fucking hung up. And then the guy's calling me now saying, like, you got to tell YR that you said I could come back to the show. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Well, you said you were going to do a show with Bullfrog tonight, right? On his show?
I said, well, we'll figure something out. I don't even know yet. I just sat down on my computer. I've got a hangover. I'm drinking coffee. I don't even know what we're going to do, but, everybody's always welcome to do whatever. I mean, I didn't message him about it. I only fucking messaged him once. It was like, yo, want to come back? We'll figure something out. Whatever. That's all I said. I don't know why he wants me to tell you that.
Well, you're not in the good graces of a lot of people. right now. You know.
No, what else is new?
Well, you know, and
Well, you know, Bruce Pritchard. I don't know. Were you fucking?
what are you doing?
Were you just playing the fucking Scott Freakout night?
You remember that? You
Yeah.
still working with Scott behind the scenes, or?
God no.
Sure. Why did you put his picture up on the show last night? You know, he's in a lot of heat.
Yeah, he's furious at me for putting his picture up, probably.
All right, we want to hear from Bullfrog here.
Part of like
Expose on everything he's done.
show he did last night with you was an old show, which it wasn't.
He didn't do a show with me. I only called him like for 2 minutes last night. I called him for 2 minutes and said like, "Yo, what's up? You okay? All right, come on the show. I don't care. All right." And he's like, "Whatever." And then I hung up. I don't even know how much longer he went. I don't know what else he did. I have no idea.
It was only like 20 minutes. It was like a 20-minute show, but he didn't know how to private it, so he put on their old show, and he said,
What's he worried about? It's like fucking not even. He didn't do anything, did?
Well, it gets kind of deeper, and I don't, it's relationships and stuff. I don't want to bring.
Well, he says so. He messages me. So I'm sitting here. I'm logging into everything to listen to my voicemails and everything else. And at 8:31 p.m., he messages me, "Joe, tell YR you was gonna unban me." And I said, "What?"
What?
And then he said, "Call me back." And then I said, "Why?" And then he said, "Just call me." And then I said, "I'm working on something for my show. If you need to talk to me, call me later with whoever and whatever the fuck." And then he says, "Junebug got mad at me from some misunderstanding." And I go, "Well, have him call you or me if you want. I don't know what you're talking about. What the fuck?" Then he says, "I'm done with Junebug. Fuck him." And then I say, "Man, every second you're in a beef with someone. I'm shocked you were friends with him after what."
By the way, Bullfrog just gets in here now. Yeah, YR's incessantly calling him, but Bullfrog does realize that Joe's there, so it's damage control time.
You did to Gina. And then he
YR,
said,
stop harassing me.
Joe's here. Talking to Joe
What do you
right
want?
now.
What do you want, Bullfrog? What's going on here?
Tell them that you was going to get me unbanned on my Skype.
What?
What?
See, nobody knows what the fuck he's talking about.
You were going to have me... You called my show last night.
Yeah? Everybody knows that.
And
I called your show.
And you were going to get me unbanned somehow.
Yeah.
okay.
So what?
And like I said, YR, I don't give a fuck about Junebug and Gina. I don't fucking care.
What the fuck does that have to do with it? What are you talking about? What am I fucking listening to right now?
It's YR. He's doing a fucking drama show out of it.
He's probably just fucking with you and you're stupid and you're falling for it. You're all worked up.
Probably. I don't fucking know anymore.
Fucking dumbass. He's fucking working you and you're flipping out, like making me think something's wrong and there's nothing wrong. You're just psycho.
No, I'm not working him. He lied and shit. Bullfrog, tell him, bro.
What did I lie about?
You lied about it's an old show. It was not an old show you did with Joe yesterday.
Is this like when you play me? Oh my god, dude.
Remember?
Who cares? It's my fucking channel. I lie about my channel any fucking time I feel like it's my fucking channel.
Wait, you'll lie
So
about?
what? I fucking lie.
You'll lie about?
No, and that is where the devious one takes issue with your petulance, amphibian. You seem to forget that this is my planet, and I do not tolerate this sort of flippant attitude, especially in the face of God, and God being truth and love. You are basically spitting into God's face by saying that. Let's hear it again so it can be cemented in the minds and hearts of the listeners.
Not an old show you did with Joe yesterday.
Is this like when you play me? Oh my god, dude.
Remember?
Who cares? It's my fucking channel. I lie about my channel any fucking time I feel like it's my fucking channel.
Wait,
So, Mr. Goodson, have you seen this missing 9-year-old? No, I haven't seen her. Well, we've got a photograph of you playing with her in the playground. Well, I'll lie about anything I want whenever I want to. Really?
you'll lie
So
about?
what? I fucking lie.
So what you fucking lie? It builds character assessment, which does allow for some pre-crime predictions. I know that's a really slippery slope. I don't like it. But, there are individuals that are predisposed to certain actions. Psychology does reveal that. Criminality, or criminal acts, I should say, also reveal that. So...
You'll lie about your channel whenever you want? I don't understand
It's
this.
my goddamn channel. I'll lie about it any time I fucking feel like it.
That's the third time he's saying that now. Now, he's also having a tantrum. And so he wants to be able to lie anytime he wants, but if he gets judged on that, or he gets called out on it, he's going to freak out because no one should be pointing out that the guy's a lying sack of shit. It's not how it works in the real world, perhaps in your little sheltered life there, but, due to your own fucking stupidity, you literally fucking doxed yourself. So there's people out there that don't like you that know exactly where you are, okay? So, and on top of that, you don't want to help yourself. You've already proven that. You're not even willing to fucking make the effort to fucking make your own food. You make excuses about everything all the time, and you expect people to have respect for you. No, it's contempt that is worthy of you, not respect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, YR hits me up a lot, but I had him blocked for a while because I just don't get into this shit. I don't care about the drama stuff and whatever. But I basically was just saying, yeah, come on the show if you want. We'll try to get you back somehow,
Oh, and I will, you know what? I'd be willing to totally stop talking about Bullfrog or even coming down on him, hard and stuff, if I can speak with his actual biological brother for 15 minutes. That's all I would need to basically conduct a proper investigation to figure out exactly why this guy is this way and what exactly is enabling his behavior. With that, I'd be willing to no longer speak about Bullfrog or interact with him or anything like that. But let's be honest, though. This goes a lot deeper than just being a fucking spoiled little bitch. And I would very much like to get to the bottom of it. Because I think there's some sort of traumatic event involved somewhere. But, I would need to speak to somebody in the family to understand. And we know that this guy is always trying to obfuscate everything. Everything. So we know that he can't be trusted. Plus now the track record of lying and stuff, it's just like, he's the boy that cried shitwolf.
What's the big...
the only reason why I recorded me because I said the word swerve.
Exactly.
What's
Because
swerve?
he thinks there's a fucking narrative in this.
What's the swerve in me just going...
That
Why would I
you-
say live? Why
Like
wouldn't I say...
you told Bullfrog to switch it to the old show, basically.
This is great. This is great.
Switch it to what?
To old show. You title it old show, so it looks like an old
I didn't-
Oh, I did that.
I didn't tell Bullfrog anything.
Yeah, you dumbass. That's what I've been telling him.
Why the fuck do I give a fuck what his fucking title of his video?
Exactly. Because Wire's trying to start shit.
No, you started this whole thing, Bullfrog, by lying about it. Number one, you threw everyone under the bus.
Bullfrog, why don't you just put the fucking video back up the way it was with the title that it had and just fucking...
I deleted it already.
You're a dumb fuck. Like, you should just keep the fucking video up. Who gives a fuck? What did you do? What did you do in that video that's so bad?
That's what I asked.
Because Jimbo started mentioning other people.
That's excuse number 9. I didn't include that the other day.
So who cares? No, but if you want to get something, text me and let me know. I don't know.
Because Jimbo started mentioning other people.
I'll message you in a minute. So who cares if he's mentioning people? What are you talking about? Well, who cares what Junebug says? I mean, what is he can't say stuff? He's gonna be censored? I don't get it.
He is playing video games with JB. Just called.
Probably.
I told Jimbo, leave me out of their fucking personal affairs.
You're the one who brought their personal affairs up on my show.
Exactly. That's what I told him earlier.
Dude, you literally have me blamed for all of this when I didn't bring up anyone's personal affairs. Like, this all has to do with you. You did this with Shell. You did this with someone else. Then you did this with Junebug and Gina, and I have nothing to do with that. I don't even care. Why would I want to bring up someone's girlfriend who supported the shit out of my show? You know, all I knew was that you were creeping on her or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I don't want anything to do with it. So I went, fuck.
Which explains why now he's got that excuse, like, I'm just friends with her. So it confirms my statements that, yeah, he was creeping on her.
Fuck her or whatever, but I didn't mean fuck her. Like, I like, she's a sweetheart. But it's like, I'm sick of hearing about it. Like, it's like, dude, you're gross. Stop it.
I wasn't creeping on her.
Okay, whatever. And it's like shell thing. It's like always something with you or somebody. I don't know, man. Like maybe it's not your fault. I don't know, but I'm being fucked.
It's always
you're fucking with me with this. Like I have nothing to do. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like,
because YR heard you on my show last night. That's why he's bringing you into this. Because he heard you on my show last night.
No.
Yeah,
No, I made this whole show the tribunal because you lied about. You lied.
You can't put a tribunal together, YR. Don't even use that word. You're not allowed.
Out of my business.
Why are you?
I told you to stay out of my business. You didn't want to listen.
It was a public show, you prick.
I don't give a fuck.
See, that's the thing, Bullfrog. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter what you give a fuck about, you fucking moron. It's a public show. You aired it on YouTube, on a platform, and you chose to leave it public. Well, you aired it public. So, yeah. Community Commons license. You might want to read up on that.
Why did you just not delete the video and then keep it titled the way it was? Then none of this would have happened. You would just be able to be
excuse.
like, I don't know,
Here we go.
do it for yourself. I don't fucking care. Why didn't you just leave the video up? You seem like super guilty of something. I guess. I didn't even hear the whole show, so I don't know what other people said. But
what am I guilty of? Of their fucking relationship? I don't fucking care.
Why'd you take the video down then? This is the whole problem here that you're having a problem with? You guys are fighting
I asked the
about?
Same thing.
Then why did you take the video down?
Because you called my show.
Who cares if I called your show?
Because you were trying to get me on ban.
Who cares?
Because everybody's calling me a fucking liar for because of you being on my show.
You are a
So
liar. You
you're
gave
a
9
liar
answers.
because I called your show? I don't understand that. How are you a liar because I called into your show and went, hey, Bullfrog, yeah, man, don't worry about it. You know, come back. We'll get you on the show somehow. You know, don't worry about it. We'll bring you back somehow. Don't blah, blah, blah. All right, good night. Like, what does that make you a liar?
He titled it. Oh, he was
Here we
trying to
go.
lie and
Here we
say
go.
that was an old show. That wasn't live last night.
Why did you lie? I'll interrogate him for you, YR. Why did you lie? Why did you feel the need to lie that it was an old show? Why not just say, yeah, Joe called last night and said he wanted to bring me back, and then this happened, the other thing happened. Why did you,
Oh, this is another
number one,
excuse,
delete the video and
'Cause he
then
was
try
sleepy,
to
I
lie about
think.
the title?
Because I was covering up for Junebug and his
Oh, no.
fucking retarded ass mistakes that he did.
See, he still hasn't elaborated on that either.
What mistakes did he make?
He can't get his fucking story straight.
What's the story I don't understand that part of it, I guess. What story?
Junebug is over here blaming me and Gargus for their fucking problems.
Story. Basically, Bullfrog said that you said that Garguts was talking shit about Gina.
I'm confused. I'm just going
Last
on
night I
all
monetized it.
I'm just going on all the stuff that Bullfrog sent me, so I don't know exactly how to figure this guy out. He's like, they're mad at me and then about the video and I blah blah, and I'm like, so what? So just fucking put it back up. And he goes, I deleted it. And I'm like, oh, YR is going after me. And then he sent me a bunch of voicemails, and I'm like, I don't know what to make of this, dude. I mean, what's the problem here? I mean, so you're retarded.
They're trying to get me to apologize over fucking Junebug and Gina.
Well,
It
you
has
should
nothing to do
apologize
with
to them.
this.
Yeah, that they don't have anything to do with this, I don't think. But you should apologize to them anyway because you brought them up all fucking. That's all I've heard about for no reason.
Fine, I apologize. The Gina do about it. There,
Oh
you guys fucking
That has
happy?
no. No, it has nothing to do with them. Stop talking about them, bro.
I don't even know what's going on.
Oh my god.
There, I
I don't-
apologize.
Okay.
Fuck you, YR.
So YR, what's your problem with him? Why is he scared?
Aw. Clicked on the wrong fucking shit. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Fucking YR taking forever to fucking get to the point and shit.
There, I
I don't-
apologize.
Okay.
Fuck you, YR.
So YR, what's your problem with him? Why is he scared of you today?
He lied.
Because he
about-
recorded my show.
He recorded your show.
He said he was taking it down.
So
Oh my god,
so
listen
you
to
do
these
have the show,
morons.
so you could just play it.
So,
and
Yes, I can. Yes, I
just
can.
play the show. So why don't you just play? So I don't get this. So
But the point of playing the show was to prove that this was a last night show. This wasn't an old show, basically, because he lied and said this is an old show with Cronin he did with you, when it wasn't. It was yesterday, and it had.
Why is it your problem anyway? It's my fucking goddamn channel. Why is it your problem, YR? It's my problem.
Why did you go live and talk about it then?
Why did you lie about it though? Why not just say like, yeah, there was like 15 people listening, I think. Like they all heard me. Like I was, and they're main people that everybody knows everybody. Like, so what? I called and said want to come back. Why are you so scared of that?
I'm not scared of anything.
you should be.
Well then what the fuck is the problem here?
Because YR is trying to create a fucking drama show out of it.
No.
But I told him to stay out of my fucking business.
Taking a shit right now, Bullfrog?
He sounds like he's
No.
wrong.
Fuck you.
So many dimwits on one fucking call.
Hope you miss and you get shit all over the toilet seat.
I'd be funnier, but I'm trying to watch fucking Yadong versus Phillips. And yes,
Oh, that UFC's gay. It's stupid.
come on. These guys are dressed like Christmas tree colors right now. One's got
God,
green
get to the
trunks, the other got
fucking
red.
point.
Are you gonna do another lame corrupt?
My phone 10 fucking times.
You
so what do
blew
you want,
blew up Joe's phone. Joe messaged me about it, and I.
Because I'm
called
over
Joe
here
to-
trying to call him private.
I gotta say one thing though. The fact that Bullfrog seems to think that he needs to yell to get his point across just goes to show how fucking stupid and worthless he is. And that goes for anybody else who thinks they need to yell. Yelling is for fucking savages.
Why are you
Keyword
trying to call me?
private.
Why are you trying to call me private though about something I don't even know about? I'm on the. I still don't know what the fuck we're talking about, really. To be honest, I'm still
We're
here.
talking about Dubug and fucking Gina. This fucking bull.
I don't blame Joe for not understanding what the fuck is going on because he's given already so many different fucking. He hasn't given his full list of what I got down, but he did give substantial number of lies that already Joe recognize. He smells something. It's weird. He recognizes the suspiciousness of deleting the video, and he's being presented with multiple answers from Bullfrog. Forget about YR and what he's, talking about. Bullfrog himself has given Joe, multiple responses. So obviously Joe's going to be confused about this. Plus, Bullfrog isn't the most succinct person when it comes to speaking.
Oh shit.
What is it? What the fuck do they have to do with it then? How does that pertain to this? I'm confused.
This is all about me and a misunderstanding on my server last night.
YR, is that?
This guy really, he's a fucking petulant little child. My server. It's not your fucking server.
What it's about? What is he talking about?
Okay, so it has nothing to do with relationship with Junebug. It has to do with him. I mean, number one, he lied to me. If he would have never lied, I would have never
So
done the
what? I
show.
lied to you any fucking day to what? I lied to you.
Well, you lied to a lot of other people tonight as well, as you got exposed.
Dude, I gotta be honest. This sounds like the biggest bunch of nothing that I've.
I told YR to stay the fuck out of my business.
But it was on a public video.
You're
Who
in.
fucking cares?
You're throwing everyone under the bus. Including you, Joe, because he showed
Well-
DMs with you, by the way.
Well, but there's nothing you can throw me under the bus for because I didn't do anything, so it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, you fucking message me all the time and I barely respond. I mean, what's there to throw me under the bus for? There's nothing to throw me under the bus.
I wasn't throwing you under the bus.
Oh my!
I don't
God.
care. You can't anyway because I didn't do anything. So
You
I don't
showed
care.
your DMs. That's throwing under the bus.
Whatever. I don't say anything weird. Anything. I haven't said anything to him in the DMs. I haven't said publicly right here, so it doesn't matter.
About making the show, the new show with Bullfrog.
Yeah.
Coming out?
Yeah, I said, yeah, if you want to come on and I'll bring you back and we'll do something fun. That's what I said to him. It's not a big deal.
No, you said you was gonna unban me somehow.
Yeah. I said we'll have to come up with a way to unban you and get you back and we'll try something, man, or whatever. That's what I said.
The only reason why I was doing this whole fucking gecko because I said the word
That's not some weird behind the scenes conspiracy thing. That's a very easy, like, hey, want to come back? Then I actually went on your show and said it to you live in front of everybody. Like, so, you know, but if you are sharing those DMs, I mean, you're dumb anyway for sharing stuff. That's why I don't talk to you or anybody, pretty much, because people are all just scumbags. But, you know, there's nothing, I'll share the whole fucking thread we ever had in DMs. I don't give a fuck because there's nothing there. But, I mean, who cares? Why did you delete the video? You just make yourself look bad by deleting the video. You just leave the video up and then be like, yeah, go ahead, play the video. What is the thing that you said on that video that you're concerned about?
Here. And by the way, this is also exactly, almost word for word, but like, you know, Joe's thinking straight here as well. Just like when I was questioning Bullfrog. What exactly was it that was contained within that video that you are just so protective of?
I didn't say anything.
Then why'd you delete it?
I said the same thing.
YR said you deleted the video. That's what he told me. That's what you told me. And that's what this whole thing seems to be about. Why did you delete the video?
He was too sleepy, I think.
Because I wanted to.
Oh, no, now it's I wanted to.
Just for no reason. You were like, oh, I'm going to delete this.
It was pointless. I was tired and I wanted to delete it.
There we go. He was tired.
Okay.
Joe's like,
that's really suspect of something going on. Something happened. I didn't hear the whole show, or I probably would know why you deleted it. Why, did you hear the whole show?
I deleted it because you and Juba came on the show popping off people's
now it's another
names.
excuse.
I didn't pop off anybody's name.
Like, he's just throwing out these excuses. It's like, that didn't stick. Oh, I'll throw this excuse at. Oh, that didn't work. I'll throw this one out. Here's coming the best part, though.
Names?
Well, Juba did.
What names did he pop off?
He popped up Jacob RP. Then he popped up fucking Alien Man.
What are you afraid of those people or something? What's going on?
No, but I don't need to be dragged into fucking bullshit either.
Okay. So you deleted. So the reason why you deleted this is because Junebug mentioned Jacob and somebody, an alien.
Yes.
That's why you deleted
That's
the video.
another excuse.
And I deleted it because
10 excuses.
you said the word ban, or you brought up you was going to unban me. That's why I deleted it.
Why does me saying I was going to unban you have to be deleted?
Because I was protecting you, dumbass.
How does that protect me? I came on your show and said it.
Protects Joe when he's the one that goes to Joe and says, go to bat for me, go to war for me against Dave Rose or YR or all these other people.
Why are you protecting me? Why are you saying you're protecting me?
Because you said you were going to unban me.
Well, why do you need to protect me? What does that have to do with protecting me?
He said he was trying to protect Junebug before an hour ago. Now he's trying to protect you.
You saying that you're trying to protect me makes me look like I'm weird. That doesn't make any sense. Why are you trying to protect me? I literally came on the show to tell everyone, yeah, we'll try to get you back.
YR, what's your point in all this?
What the fuck, bro? You're on crack cocaine and dick pills.
Joe sees right through it. Right through it.
I've already explained myself earlier.
I think YR's making YR. I mean, he's fucking with you, Bullfrog. Dude, this whole thing you're being fucked with.
What? He just admitted everything. Everything I told you, he admitted to. And previously.
YR, you're a fucking scumbag.
Yeah, Dave Rose on here.
Don't ever fucking call me again, YR.
So is YR the good cop or the bad cop?
You lied? This had to be exposed.
I mean,
no, you just want to catch me in some lie for your fucking drama shit. You don't care about our friendship.
It really isn't a surprise, though. I mean, listen, I understand what Bullfrog is. I get it. Bullfrog did this to me and Ken. Bullfrog said all this stuff to Ken that I said didn't say, and then he said all this stuff to me that Ken didn't say, and then pitted us against it. I mean, this is what he does. I've accepted it. I don't know. I'm not shocked by this. He fucking came on the show and gaslighted this whole fucking thing with those two, with the lovers. You know, I won't even say it because they're not involved. But he gaslighted that whole fucking thing. People sending me messages about her, and I'm like, dude, leave me. I don't give a fuck. Why does this have to do with me?
And I don't give a fuck about them either.
You keep bringing it up every 2 seconds.
Joe Cronin with your fuck.
I love it. Like, again, Joe and I were literally on the same, rail of thinking. Me the other day, him on this one. But it's just like we're asking the same questions. We're still trying to figure out what the fuck we're being told. And we're trying to sift through the lies and try to, just try to figure this shit out. And obviously, I bet Joe obviously has a lot more experience with this in regards to, you got so many people that have done this. That is true. Now, Joe does sometimes twist it in his mind that some people, like he would say, like, oh, Ken did that, Dave that, and that's not the case, not clout chasing, whatever. But, like, when it comes to something like this, where you've got Bullfrog who's trying to play all sides, and Joe already experienced, that sort of thing with a lot of these fucking losers who have just disappeared off the map, like, was it Bobbitt, Tyler Black, and then, there's a few more. His shit meter's, detecting a lot of shit, and, he's able to see through these fucking lies. So he's asking the right questions and has, and he's not allowing this, like all these different excuses that are being said in the same fucking breath by Bullfrog to distract them from trying to actually figure out what the fuck is going on.
Fucking dirty ass, fucking dirty hat ass.
You started this whole thing on my show. And literally got Junebug angry.
Bleach it, motherfucker.
No, because you said I was sending naked pictures and shit, which I wasn't.
Okay, well, the bottom line is it kept being brought up to me, and I got fucking annoyed with it. So I'm like, fine, I'm just going to mention it on the show. Fucking keep bringing it up to me. This same thing happened with Shell. I don't know if people are trolling you, trolling Junebug. Obviously, people are trolling him hard. I mean, he's been fucking... But, I mean, dude, leave me the fuck out of it. I want to have fun, but I don't want to fucking with it. What the fuck are you talking about tonight? Like, this is so weird, bro. Oh my god, dude, I can't even fucking believe. Like, just put the... Don't take a video down next.
All these stuttering sluts. Too bad you can't speak like Dave Rose, forceful and to the point, with a few ums and, thrown in for some variety. But I'm still waiting for the point where Joe starts to... He just laughs at the fact that he realizes that Bullfrog, before he could change or delete the video, he changed the name. That, to me, it's so rich. It's so delicious.
Next time, leave it up and be like, yo, there's the video. Fucking who cares? Who came to you? What, did someone come to you, yell at you for talking about Jacob or something? Or somebody?
Well, everyone thought you did. At least there's no lives being threatened. Or
dude, I don't do that, and I couldn't give a fuck. I don't do that, and I couldn't give a fuck.
I mean, Joe, at least no one's taking diapers off the tables off the diapers tonight. I
don't know what the fuck you're saying, but I mean, listen. You should just be more clear, Bullfrog. I mean, with what...
No, Junebug needs to be more fucking clear what the fuck he's saying.
Okay, so
you're mad... He never said anything. He never said anything, bro.
What are you mad at... What the fuck are you mad at him for? Like...
He's the one that can't get his fucking goddamn story straight.
You're mad at him. You're mad at him for mentioning Jacob, you said, and somebody else, right? It's Jacob and Scott. Why are you mad at him for mentioning Jacob and Scott? Who is yelling at you? Because
nobody is yelling at me.
Okay, so then why are you mad that he brought up Jacob and Scott?
Because I don't want to be dragged into this fucking bullshit.
Then why are you on calls with YR and everybody and stuff? Like, if that's the case, then what do you mean you don't want to be dragged in?
Because they're calling and harassing me.
Oh, so YR, you call him and harass him.
Well, isn't he doing what he just did to you? He harassed you 20 times about hitting you up.
Yeah. So Bullfrog, you talk to YR all the time, I guess, right? Call YR, does he still call your show all the time?
All the time.
So he's harassing you. You're on the call with him all the time, but he's harassing you.
That's a lie. He blows up my phone every fucking day. Don't be lying, YR.
It's a group chat by SC Steve. I mean, look at the
Oh.
people you're
one-
surrounding yourself with, Joe. I mean, Bullfrog. Well,
Oh, dude, I'm so far beyond. I'm backed off of everything. I don't talk. I couldn't. Look at this fucking. Look at this mess. Look at this stuff. I'm having fun with this.
You're the one calling and harassing my phone every fucking day, YR. You're the one blowing my phone up every fucking day, YR.
Oh my God. And you know what, people? I am so sorry to have to subject you to this because it really is unnecessary. Like, quite honestly, Bullfrog should not exist on this planet. Really. Because, first of all, he just said it twice. But the way he said it, it's like getting a root canal without any anesthesia. It's horrid. It's horrid. No one should be subjected to a Walmart American, okay? It's essentially somebody who's, 78% synthetic product.
Don't fucking pull this double standard bullshit.
Why don't you, Bullfrog, you kind of remind me of Scott in a way.
yeah.
It's like, why don't you just fucking get along with everybody? Stop creating these weird, sneaky situations everywhere.
He's trying to be a double agent.
But dude, if you fucking stop this, you could be on my show, probably Ken's show, probably here on YR, probably everywhere else. I don't even know. I don't fucking pay attention, but you could go anywhere you wanted and be friends with everybody. Why fucking do this sniveling weird shit in the backgrounds and then get in fights with everybody every week? You're doing with the Scott thing, like where he's friends with someone, then they hate him, then they're friends with like, dude, that's so exhausting. That's why I don't talk to anybody, because I just go, man, if you come on the show, you come on the show, but I'm not gonna back and forth about coming on the show, But I reached out. Look what happened. Look at what happened, Bullfrog. I actually fucking reached out to you and said, dude, you know what? We'll figure out a way. We'll get you back. And look what happened. All this shit over that one comment, and then calling you and saying it. All this over that. But yet the problem you say is with Junebug bringing up Jacob and Scott. So fucking confusing to everybody.
Well, you shouldn't be bringing in it. It had nothing to do with those two. It was between me and Junebug.
Listen to this.
Oh, he shouldn't have.
It has nothing to do with Jacob and that alien guy.
What did
it
he
has
say
nothing to
about
do
them?
with those
What
two.
did he say about them that you're so upset about?
I'm not upset about anything.
Oh my god. YR, am I fucking crazy?
Yo, you just switched up the story, Bullfrog.
He's just told
Oh my
us.
God.
I'm gonna fucking pass out, dude.
I'm gonna
have to
pass
fucking
out from this fucking stupidity.
shit myself.
Holy fuck, is this exhausting?
I swear to God,
That's the perfect word for it, Joe. It literally is exhausting dealing with this void of intelligence.
about to fucking shoot myself.
And it'll be a YR's fault.
Oh, we're fucking Junebug gonna fucking kill
Well,
myself.
Junebug's all pissed off at me because I have Joe
Oh.
on. So
Why? I don't even know.
Oh
I'm
my
not really even sure 100% why he's upset. I don't really understand that, but I
you
I
know
don't
how
know.
you are. You know how
Because
you
he got
are.
called out. All right.
Sure. I mean, whatever.
Look at
Junebug.
yourself
No,
in
I'm
the
talking
mirror,
about
Joe.
Bullfrog.
You're boss in the mirror.
Come on, get to the point.
Thanks for the explanation. Why that doesn't?
I'm gonna make this faster. This is
fucking thing you
taking
just
way
said.
too long. The fuck is
So,
this?
are you happy, Wire? You got a drama show out of it. Are you fucking happy?
Fuck.
You got a drama show out of it.
You have
So this
seven
is what
sides to
you're
the
scared
story.
of. This is what you're scared of, Bullfrog. This is why you messaged me 900 times about
Harass Joe.
because you deleted a video and you were grumpy about something. Like what is he really? Why don't you just block YR and just be like fuck this
Oh
and
my
walk
God.
away and then just leave it alone? Why even care?
Because he tells other people to add me into his fucking group chats.
No, you call
He tells
Keith.
his,
You
he
call
tells
Keith.
his fucking trolls to add me into his. He
You
tells
call
Keith and
Keith.
other people to add me into his.
You call
Yeah.
Keith, and you call
No,
Keith,
I
and he
don't
adds
call
you in.
Keith.
You call first, and they add
Holy
you in.
fuck, you're
Thank
annoying.
you.
Yeah, when I actually want to be on your show,
Fucking
Exactly.
shit.
Good story.
but I don't
Yeah.
tell him to add me on. I just tell him when I actually do want to be on your show. That's what I tell him.
I don't know, man. I feel bad that Junebug's upset at me. I don't understand that. I don't really get that part of it, but whatever, people do this all the time, you know what I mean? And they do it to each other, and everybody gets mad at
No, it's you, Joe.
This is actually 1.25 speed-wise, and they're actually sounding somewhat normal. Still not fast proper, so it's just like, wow. Fucking, even when I'm fucking stoned and fucking drunk and tired, I still talk a little quicker than this. And more coherently.
Oh, it's not people. Come on.
Fuck.
Well, I don't understand what that part of it is. Bullfrog I don't understand it.
Mr. Lex Luger over here.
But it's okay, man.
I'm sorry, J Diz, man. This shit has to be reviewed, but yeah, there's a lot of stupid.
It's whatever. This happens. But Bullfrog...
I'm going to have to fumigate the diner after this for the amount of stupid that seems to have seeped out of the meal.
Is, he's being trolled hard because there's people, fake Bullfrog accounts messaging me, and it's not him, I guess. And then he is messaging me, so it's hard to decipher when it's really him. And then I've got all the people I got to block who go after Junebug, who go after Bullfrog. I mean, it's just fucking crazy. But yet now they were best friends.
Yeah, fake fuckers that want to fucking be like me, because they ain't got no fucking talent.
Not letting you get away with that one. Let's rewind.
Well, but who go after Junebug, who go after Bullfrog. I mean, it's just fucking crazy. But yet now they were best friends.
Yeah, fake fuckers that want to fucking be like me, because they ain't got no fucking talent.
Is that a challenge, Bullfrog? Because we have Nikki Nines, for example, who, without any hesitation or, problems for that matter, can easily do a stream on Scott every single day and just hammer that point in. When it comes to Scott, I do like to provide a more elaborate presentation, but each is extremely effective in its own means. However, let's equivocate the method that Nikki uses right now, and imagine if I was to use that on you, Bullfrog, and do that every single day or every single time that I've got the opportunity. Shall we play a game? Okay? You will be humbled. Come consent or by conquest. It has come to a point where you, Bullfrog, will not be allowed to continue in your current ways. Now, you've supposedly bent the knee and kissed the ring many times, but literally the moment after you do that, you go on air. And then you bitch it out and try to claim that you never did anything, or that, fuck them, I'll do whatever I want. No. Speaking of, and I still haven't been able to read the full message that was sent to me, but this individual, or individuals actually it seems to be, are providing me with some information that seems to be quite juicy and could allow me to continue this even further. I'm going to keep my lips zipped for the time being, but let's just say, Bullfrog, that it looks like you really did bite off more than you can chew. It's the same with Scott, when you see somebody like Scott as being taken to task by those that are capable of doing it, you have a lot of people that then approach those individuals and say, by the way, how about this? This information might be able to benefit you. This information is my interaction. This is something, that further proves your point. So once you take a hard stand, there's a lot of people that begin to flock to you and provide you with the necessary information that you require to do what is necessary. So let's continue with this clip here.
Well,
fucking fake fuckers want to be like me. They ain't got no fucking talent.
Basically,
everyone wants to be like you. You told me Wire was a scumbag.
He is a fucking scumbag. He recorded me.
Oh, well, I mean, aren't we all recording everything? I mean, I don't know, man. But, listen, hey, I don't know. I don't know about the Junebug things, but I love that guy, and I'm sorry to him if I don't know. Of course, that night people were bringing up his girlfriend. I didn't know that they were boyfriend and girlfriend. Obviously, you can otherwise I definitely wouldn't have brought it up because the dumbest thing ever would be to bring up someone's girlfriend who's a supporter of the show and a good guy. But I don't know, man. All I can say is I'm sorry to Junebug about that. I don't understand what happened. I think I was gaslit to bring it up, so that explains why that happened. But Bullfrog, you said you guys were best friends. So
not anymore, we're not.
But now you're not best friends. Now you're mad at him?
Another great insight into the mentality of Bullfrog, and he's come on air multiple times to admit this. Many people have also confirmed these statements, and the screenshots also show it to be true, is that Bullfrog essentially considers anybody that pays attention to him his best friend. Now, normally, a best friend, it's equal give and take, 50-50, absolutely. But Bullfrog gives 0%, wants to sit on his couch and expect the other person to do everything else because they're his best friend. Because after all, it's an honor to be his best friend. But if you betray him, how dare you? He's going to go to somebody else. He's not your friend anymore. He's going to remove your branch. How many times have we heard this bullshit? And you think it has power, Bullfrog?
Yes.
Your butt could go fuck off.
There you go.
And Junebug is banned on my channel.
Ooh, I'm sure he's shaking in his boots.
And I'm taking away his rent.
Oh my God, the horror, the horror.
Well, same for here, Bullfrog. You're banned, wrench taken.
Why are you shove your fucking drama show up your fucking ass?
Well, why'd you
Wow.
title drama in your show last night? Drama, man.
All right, you boys play nice.
Yo, are you gonna go live over Ken?
I got to. I'm
Not
just
going
gonna
live over Ken, bro. It's obvious.
go ahead, go live, Jim. I mean, go live. Fucking, what are your name? Bullfrog. Go live, Bullfrog. Go ahead, expose everybody. Bullfrog, go live and expose everybody. Call it exposing everybody. Go ahead.
I got my own channel, so I don't need any of you. I got my own fucking supporters.
Okay.
I don't need any of you.
You still need Joe.
So just go live and expose everybody. Like, go live and expose the whole world. Go ahead.
You're the guys that want to fucking ride my fucking dicks.
Oh yeah, we're all riding your dick.
That's right.
You gonna cry?
No, I got a fucking cold, you jackass.
Oh, you got a cold? I don't know, man. You guys are funny. I fucking love you guys. It's funny. YR, is this really what's been going on today? Is nothing I'm missing here at all?
I think this is where it's
drama,
funny.
brother. You know what I'm saying?
I had to unblock. I literally, Bullfrog, you made it sound like this was life or death. And I actually had to unblock YR to call him to find out what the fuck this was. Because you couldn't fucking explain it worth a damn.
I told YR 20 times to quit adding me into his fucking group chats.
Okay.
Clearly, he doesn't get it.
Well, I mean, you talk major shit about YR and Junebug all the time, and it's like, yet you say you're friends with them. It's so fucking weird, dude.
I ain't friends with YR.
You say you're friends with Dave Rhodes, dude. Like,
recording me.
like, I'm gonna take down Dave Rhodes
That's where I heard this one.
and everything. It's like, and then you say you're friends with them. It's so fucking weird, dude.
I ain't friends with YR.
You say you're friends with Dave Rhodes, dude. Like,
recording me.
like, I'm gonna take down Dave Rose and everything. It's like, and then you're friends with him.
Hey,
And then I'm like, dude, leave me out of this shit. I don't want anything to do with this shit. Just, dude, fucking leave me out of this shit. I know I do. It is kind of funny, and you know me, I do like have a kind of a good time with it. It's funny, but it's like, but when the serious shit, just leave me out of it. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? If you got to fight with someone, go fucking deal with it. I'm not gonna fucking. I have nothing to do with it. I can't even figure out still what's going on here. So how the fuck could I ever get involved in it? I'm not gonna fight anyone's battles. No one's coming to help me. Fucking, I'm not gonna help you.
This is all about me and my channel, about me deleting a video or me changing the title of the video. This is all what it's about. Either me changing the title of the video or me deleting the video.
Oh, okay. Well, then it sounds like it's about a bunch of nothing then, I guess.
Exactly.
But then, I don't know, man. Just get your story straight, and I don't think people will.
Don't tell Junebug that.
Okay, but okay, well, don't worry about him. I mean, sure, if you want to talk about that later, worry about your story. If you can get yours, because you couldn't get your story straight here, because I still don't really know 100% what's going on. If you can get your story straight, then you're good, right? And then you can move on to figuring out someone else's story. But right now, even your story, as we sat here for 40 minutes and wasted our brain cells,
Yep.
I still am not 100% exactly sure what the problem is.
I just told you, YR's obsessed about me either changing the title or deleting the video. That's what he's obsessed about.
Okay. I'll go back and listen. I'll have to go back and listen.
YR's
Yeah, Dave,
obsessed about me changing the name of the title or me deleting the video.
Because
when it's my goddamn
Dave
channel.
Rose exposed
you.
you.
Don't understand that looks suspicious?
You're the one who called my show, you fucking retard.
So what? I know I'm the one who called your show, you fat fucking asshole idiot. Who cares if I called your show? Why delete it? You're making people look suspicious when you do that.
Because I was half awake when I was doing that show.
Oh, there's the half awake. So we have to wait for 40 minutes of getting through all that bullshit for me to find the funniest part. Sorry, people.
To God, I didn't call you and say that because this is so annoying. All I did was
YR is
Daddy
making
Joe
a
called.
fucking show out of it.
World's make a fucking headlines ring. Like, put the show back up. Who cares?
I deleted it.
Yeah, you look fucking suspicious. But you're saying you're the reason you deleted it is because fucking Junebug mentioned Jacob and Scott? Who cares? Are you protecting Scott or Jacob?
I ain't protecting nobody.
Then who gives a fuck? Why'd you delete it?
You're protecting Scott.
Because I was half awake.
Oh, no, it's half awake again.
So now you deleted it because you were like drowsy and you're like, oh no, delete.
No, he
You're
fucking
welcome,
changed. No, he changed
Here
the
we go.
name to old
Here we go.
show.
Here we go.
Because he couldn't delete it at first. He lied about
I
it being an old
feel
show.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Yes.
second. Wait a minute.
I love it. It just clicked for Joe. Let's just rewind a little bit so we can actually visualize this happening.
No, he
You're
fucking
welcome,
changed. No, he changed the name to old show because he couldn't delete it at first. He lied about it being an old show.
Wait a second. Wait a minute. Stop. I'm just hearing this for the first time. Wait a second. Are you telling me he changed the name of the title to Old Show?
Yes. Because he couldn't take down the. He couldn't
Oh my
delete
god,
the show.
this is way funnier than I thought now. Oh my god, Bullfrog, why?
Cause I didn't want to be brought into fucking drama.
But no one would have brought you into drama, right? Probably wouldn't have brought you into any
Exactly.
drama.
I would have never done a show if he wouldn't have lied about that to me. 'Cause
Now
he
they
lied to me.
are. Now we are dragging. Now well, I'm not, but now you are being dragged into this because you deleted it and it looks like suspicious or something.
No, I deleted it because I was half awake.
Then
And I didn't want to
how
look
did you?
fucking
Wait
like
a minute.
I was
Then
on.
how did you have time to retitle it Old Show?
Because I did it before I went to sleep.
Oh my god, man. Where's? Oh my god.
Joe is saying what we're all thinking.
Leah! Oh
My
God,
fucking
Leah.
head is gonna explode. Good luck, YR. I hope I gave you something here. I don't know. Peace out, yo. Hey, Bullfrog. Go fuck yourself.
Bullfrog, yeah. How does it feel like being the star tonight, Bullfrog? Got what you want.
Wire, go fucking jump off a bridge and die.
Oh, death threat?
Oh man, I gotta pause that. My face is hurting from smiling so much and laughing. It's just so good. It's just so good that first of all, we went over this previously, but Bullfrog thinks he's the bee's knees, and that everyone wants to be like him. I don't think everyone wants to be as stupid as him, to be quite honest. I think very few would choose that option. But he thinks himself so smart. And yet, I mean, oh my God, changing the name to Old Show, despite the fact that the video itself says streamed live 12 hours ago. Or at least, I think that was the screenshot that I took before, obviously, he deleted it. But I don't know if it's hubris. Perhaps it's arrogance combined with stupidity. Because I mean, how can you be so stupid? How can you be so stupid to think that you could actually retitle a video and think that everything's just going to go away? And you get mad at people because, like YR, for example, who highlight the issue and just further confirm to everyone Bullfrog is a liar and not to be trusted. So you don't like that? Just like any criminal doesn't like their activities being highlighted. So, very interesting. In fact, I think we need to be examining at a few more things here that were said by Bullfrog in the aftermath of this situation. Confirm with me if you're in the chat there, YR, if there's anything else on this stream, the Bullfrog Tribunal, as you called it, exposed spy agent for Joe Cronin. But I don't believe there was anything else after your call with him. I think I called in possibly later. Just looking through the preview here. Yeah, I do end up calling in. Yeah, I think I heard him talking a bit with Joe. We don't need to examine that. I want to examine what happened earlier today. No, not today. This was 3 days ago.
Yes.
Okay. Now my fucking.
Hang on. I'm trying to cover up from my misunderstanding from last night. I'm clearly not.
You're not doing it the right way. You're making it seem like something that last night's show was not real.
It wasn't. It never happened.
So just delete the stream. You're making it seem like
I'm trying to. My fucking YouTube won't let me. I gotta wait 24 fucking hours for it to fucking delete, and the fucking wires probably.
This is okay, but this is what I'm gonna say. There's no record of me saying that Gargas was talking shit about my girlfriend. That's all I'm going to say, and I'm going to stick by that. So nobody who's ever telling you this, or you assume it is, or you heard wrong, is a lie.
But wire's going to make it worse.
How is he making it worse? He was just questioning why were you sending him screenshots and saying that this morning's stream was fake. That's all he asked.
And I tried to tell him I was going to try to convince YR is the old show.
You should have just deleted it, bro, or privated it.
I'm trying to. My shit is not letting me.
Yeah, because now you instead of covering it, you're making it into a big deal.
Listen to this.
Probably gonna have to go. I was trying to delete it from my cell phone like I always do. But
you have Studio? Do you have Studio downloaded?
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, I think I do.
Just don't.
No, it's either yes or no. Why do stupid people always try to get away with this bullshit? I think I do. I didn't ask that. I said, do you have it? Yes or no are the only two options that you have available. Well, maybe. No. It's fucking retarded. And it's proof of a weak mind, a coward, and somebody who's just stupid.
Delete it.
Oh, Wire's gonna review it and shit.
Wire's not the only one.
Press that little fucking grommet troll.
I mean, I just wanted to hear the part when Joe comes on because I didn't I didn't hear it. I didn't want to hear his voice. He pissed me off. So I'll let you know when that's done, and then you can delete it. Matter of fact, we could just do it here to be safe, okay? We'll just do it here to be safe. It's only 20 minutes.
No, it's a 25-minute video.
It's 20 minutes. And Wire just texted me. He said, he's like, don't try not to worry about it. And he said, I don't care. He said,
this ain't none of his business, but...
Yeah, but he said forget about it, so you don't got nothing to worry about. All right, so where you at? Bullfrog Show. Here he goes. Here. At least you weren't a hat. Where's the part that I call in?
I'm not being the kids for your fucking misunderstanding.
It's that old show. It fucking...
Get your ass on the show right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, where's...
I have this on 1.25
How do I
speed.
put this video in front?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no. You have to download Studio. All right, let me get to the part when I come on.
That's why I get mad at you.
Yeah, let's get to the fucking point here, people.
Sorry if I was swerving something. Oh, you're good, bro. It's just don't come and tag me. Oh, you need to get your story straight. Like, just, no, don't talk to me like that. Got enough to deal with this fucking dude and then the other fucking psychotic mon. Which just in your chat, the Durag Lives Matter, saying that I'm going to deny to donate. No, I do not want to donate to him no more. He does not deserve a cent from me anymore.
Oh.
I'm done with that show. So you're done with Joe Cronin?
Yes.
I am done. I hope he does well. You know, I always thank him for what he introduced me to, but he's just too much.
And that's when, did you call him?
I had Joe just calling in on my Skype. You want me to add him in?
Did you call him Bullfrog?
No, he called me.
For what? He wanted to talk to me?
I guess. I don't know. I'm out of here. Good night. Thank you. I mean, I was probably fucking high as fuck last night.
What do you mean you were high as fuck?
Your eyes are not red, so you're lying.
And then he stays silent.
What do you want, Joe? Brother. What's up, baby?
Oh
what's up? What's up, man? Yeah, I just got done watching your show. Sure, man. Crazy. It's weird. Maybe we'll have to try to bring you back from the dead tomorrow, man. What do you think? You can reverse this whole curse of you being banned everywhere? Oh my God. You're really gonna do that? What happened last night? I think we should try and make it happen tomorrow. What the fuck?
You just exposed yourself. You gotta take it down.
I'm not happy about some of the stuff that you do and whatever. And obviously someone you didn't do some of it. It wasn't your fault. Somebody made a fake account of you, so I know that's not your fault. So yeah. I kind of feel bad that I believed it was you and I went with it, and usually I don't fall for that shit, but because you make so many accounts, I just figured it was you. What the fuck? I only got one. I only have 2 accounts. I got 2 backup YouTube accounts. What the fuck? Yeah. So I mean, that's my bad on that. I should have. It's
exposed much?
Hard for me to tell, obviously, but I appreciate it. But tomorrow we will figure it out, man. We'll figure out a way to get you back somehow. Well, I just got off the call with you know who. I don't know if you just heard that.
Why did you say it like that, Bullfrog?
You know who? I don't know.
Why'd you say, well, you know who?
I was talking about you.
Yeah, but why? He doesn't know.
No, who should know?
Junebug.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened with all that. I've always loved that guy. I don't understand. You know, there's a lot of people that always troll him and they want to break him away from me. And, you know, maybe that's happened. You know, I'm not sure if that's happened or not, but they've been trying to do it for years. And it's happened finally. I think. Poor guy should just be left alone. You know what I mean? The poor guy gets trolled so bad.
Well, he said he's done with you.
I didn't know about that, but, hey, man, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why he's upset. I don't understand. You know?
But anyway, let's get back to me. But why do you sound like you're half drunk or half awake?
This is crazy,
Because I'm in
Bullfrog.
bed drinking.
Are you sure you're not jerking and drinking and thinking about me at the same time?
Do you really think this is acceptable, Bullfrog? Do you think that this is going to be tolerated any further? It won't.
I'm laying in bed waiting for you to come in here and suck my dick.
No, you know, I wish it was me instead.
This is making me sick.
No. Listen to a corrupted podcast on the Corrupted Nation.
You see that? Nobody's gonna believe that.
Back up because YouTube fixed it for us. Cheers to YouTube. We're back in business, baby.
Well, yeah, so I saw you got flagged earlier. I just want to let everybody know that wasn't me or whoever did that. I have to put this in private.
Well, either way, it wasn't anybody now because it's back up and Google messaged me and I talked to my buddy at YouTube and it's all back up now.
Shit, bro. YR just texted me.
I mean, to the part where it got cut off.
Oh shit, bro. YR said he recorded your shit.
Because he's gonna start a drama show with it.
Don't worry about it. Like it was all a misunderstanding. Just go on the show and tell him that.
No, it wasn't.
I'm
gonna
gonna be with family later, so I'm not gonna be on that. Just don't go in there angry, crying, and pissed. Just go in there and tell them what you told me. It was just a misunderstanding.
How do you not be on this show? Wire could play. How did he record the show?
I don't know.
How did he record the show? Oh my god, I've been caught again and I'm too stupid to be able to fucking cover up my lies.
Oh, he just texted me that.
He's lying.
Oh, I don't know.
He's lying based on what? Your absolute ignorance and stupidity? Your desire to just sit on your couch and let the world just melt away because you can't accept that there's a reality that exists outside that fat head of yours? Where do you get off to even say that sort of shit?
It's just me and you on a call, bro.
He can't record videos on YouTube. He's lying.
You're a fucking moron, and you deserve exactly what's coming to you. But here's a little spoiler. Yes, you can record videos from YouTube. You can actually record them in real time. You know, you can also record the audio in real time. You can download the entire video with literally one Linux command. Should I go on, fuckface?
Hold up.
Unless you do it from your fucking cell phone.
I'm not.
Oh, there are many, many ways of getting a duplicate of the video.
I'm doing it. I'm not on my phone. I'm texting.
No, I'm talking about YR. Unless he recorded it from his fucking cell phone, he can't record videos.
Wait,
That's where you're wrong, you fat, dumb fuck. And just because you're too stupid to realize, and you're literally just like, you know, the typical Walmart American, if you believe it and you just say it often enough, it'll be true, won't it?
he said he wants peace. He doesn't want no problems. He goes, if it's everyone's business if it's on YouTube free. So he's not the one trying to do anything bad.
fucking channel. Tell him don't worry about it. It's my fucking channel.
No, that's not how it works, stupid. If somebody does something on their channel that is wrong or illegal or is, worthy of a strike, then yeah, there's no problem there. You don't get to dictate reality, dummy.
All right, you want me to text him that?
Yeah, tell him it's my goddamn channel. Don't worry about it.
No, not at all. You don't get to dictate at any point.
Or tell him don't worry about it.
All right.
He's a
Repetition again.
fucking drama whore. He's trying to start.
Yeah, but
And you're just a plain attention whore.
he said he's not doing it for drama. It's not drama. It's just a misunderstanding.
I know how that little snake is.
But you married him.
But I know how that swine is.
That's why I know him. I know him like the back of my fucking hand.
No, you don't. You don't really know shit. You don't know fucking shit, dude. You can't even follow a recipe. You don't know shit.
It's okay, Bullfrog. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like you said anything malicious. But he said he doesn't want drama. He just wants to know what he meant.
Oh, that's good. So,
love the hat, by the way.
Situation. So, what plans do you have for Bullfrog for coming back? Tell me your devious plans.
Do you really believe that, though?
I don't know. Me and Joe was probably fucking out of our fucking minds last night.
Out of his mind for what? What is this bullshit?
Oh, no, man. Be careful.
Hang on, let me use the restroom real quick.
To be continued tomorrow night, Bullfrog. To be continued, me and you. Let's go.
Okay. So I guess Joe wants me back on the Corrupted Podcast tomorrow. You heard it live from the ear. Dan. What I do, huh? Man, this has been a wild night. I tell you what. I've seen some crazy shit in my time.
Well, then you ain't seen nothing yet.
Bizarre what I just freaking heard.
I'll give you a nice. I'll give you a nice little Kristallnacht, just for you there, Bullfrog.
Crazy night. Jubug, if you want to call me back, Joe been off the call. But if you answer.
You gonna call me back? I was on the phone with my girl, bro. All right.
You're being recorded.
Yeah, I just had to use the restroom.
All right. Listen, just next time when you that's what I'm telling you. You're so quick to react, bro. You gotta fucking relax. And this was shit like this happens. You gotta settle down, do things smart.
Yeah, because Ken blew up my phone last night. Want to know why I went live last night? Jesus Christ, he's calling me. Jesus Christ.
You want me to?
You
want me to add him in here?
No.
Okay.
He's just gonna make it worse.
All right. Well, look, try to relax, get some sleep. I'm gonna go call Gina.
Yeah, tell her I'll try to put this video in front of it if I can.
All right. We love you.
Bro, Junebug, can I play the show on my show? Because this will be the fucking show of the goddamn year, bro. We got exposed, bro. Like, what? Are we retarded? Does he think we're retarded?
Yeah, I know. He's working with Joe, bro.
Like a slap in the face.
It is a spit in the face.
All right, I'm going to stop.
So, look, like, what happened in...
They seen right through you there, Bullfrog. They seen right through you. Interdasting, isn't it?
Why don't you just throw me under the fucking...
Now let's go back to the show that aired on the 6th, where I call in afterwards. Ken's here.
Big deal about it. I'm over here that you...
There was a misunderstanding with Gargants and Junebug. Oh, so now I'm going through the list, which is what I wanted to get to.
A couple of more lies. Maybe do it. There's another excuse. Come on.
Far, so he wanted to hide that Joe Cronin was... So let's go with what we got so far. So he wanted to hide that Joe Cronin was on there. There was a misunderstanding with Gargants and Junebug in the chat. Junebug was pissed off at him, / he pulled a fast one on Bullfrog. Also doesn't care about Junebug and Gina's relationship, but he also said that he's only friends with Gina. Also said that he was protecting Junebug. Also said he was protecting Joe Cronin. Also said he was half asleep.
You know what, Dave? How many is that? 8?
8.
Well, you know what? Listen, as much as he does this shit, and like I said, man, he did it with Joe and me. He did it with like a bunch of people, and it's like I still love the guy. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't let him on all the time. He knows that. 80% of the time you call, you get hung up on. But Bullfrog, I love you. I don't treat you bad. You know that. But you got to stop lying, bro.
You're enabling him, Ken.
Got him.
I'm not going to judge you bad for that there, Ken, but the thing is, though, when he does lie, he will be called out for it, and he will be held accountable for it. And if he's going to literally create 8 different lies, well, we'll surely highlight that.
I get you.
So, Bullfrog, you're probably just, slowly waking up from your sty there, and you probably just went straight for a couple of bottles of soda to wake yourself up from your stupor. But I'm sure that you're around and either listening or you will eventually catch up on this. But truth be told, you have gone and done some very bad things. And yes, there are some that are willing to forgive you or overlook the fact that your genetics are probably the main cause of your attitude and actions. But I, for one, do not excuse that. And as such, will not allow for it. So I'm now going to put my Skype on available, or active, whatever the fuck they want to call it this month. If anyone wants to call in, I'm more than willing to take a call on this. But yes, the thing is, though, I would be very much willing to speak to Bullfrog's brother and try to figure out exactly what the fuck is going on here. Because this individual is quite special, and if we understood the reasoning behind his actions, we might have a little more compassion or sympathy for him. But in his current ways, where he thinks that he can literally just yell at someone and say, I'll lie whenever I want to whoever I want to, and you think you're going to get away with it? I don't think so. And you're going back to your channel to do what? To make shitty videos that nobody is going to want to see? Well, okay, but once they start to see, more videos on you, exposing you, they might think twice. And you might just go back to not doing any videos on your channel. Not that that's a loss for anybody. But also you might actually start to cease appearing on other shows. But we know you're an attention whore, so you're going to try to play Ken and Joe against each other so you can be on both of their shows. We all see it. We all know it. Don't think you can get away with it. And especially when you are the type of individual who will say, oh, I kissed the knee or I kissed the ring and bent the knee, but literally within hours you're going and shooting on somebody and saying you take it all back and you'll never do that. And blah, blah. No, see, that's not how it works. Welcome to adulthood, big boy. It's time to be held accountable. So, yeah, you can now go to all these different people and demand that they fight a war for you and that you want to take me down and all this stuff. And I'll get those clips and I'll play them and I'll review them and I'll destroy you and expose you. And a lot of people in the chat have been saying that they would love to see a tribunal on you. Now, I never got rid of all that information that I had accrued in regards to my investigation on you. And, you know, when somebody gets panicked and concerned about certain questions that are being asked, it does lead to some suspicions that would rightfully be answered with a proper police investigation. But, you know, anytime that is even suggested to you, you panic a lot more than an innocent person would do. So it does make one question. And since you're not willing to be cooperative when it comes to finding out the truth, well, let's just say that there's always a way. So, like I said, by consent or by conquest, Bullfrog, you will acquiesce. And you will change your ways for the better. Even if you have to be dragged kicking and screaming doing so. But we will examine why it is that a 41-year-old who somehow seems to think that they can act in any way they want can't even fucking make a simple meal. You can't even make something in a fucking slow cooker. And in fact, you've never even bothered to look into learning how to make food. But you're willing to shit on other people, and you're willing to attempt to cast yourself as a victim when you are nothing close to that. So, because of the fact that you choose to continue to act in this way, and you continue to essentially lie and betray people and just try to play everyone as, you know, as much as possible, you're gonna be held accountable for that. And that's just your own fault there. There's nothing wrong with me bringing attention to this. Nothing wrong with YR bringing attention to this, right? Or Junebug or Bullfrog. Joe Cronin or anyone else for that matter. But you got to understand that you're not allowed to act like this and then claim to be a 41-year-old and yet you're all mature and you can do whatever you want and lie to people and stuff. You're not you got to understand you're in the real world now, okay? Amongst adults. And if you're going to act in that way, you're going to be held accountable. Before we continue, I just want to go to the chat here. Shout out to Ista Costanza. Real Talk Metaphor Messiah. Ghost of Larry Funk is there. Kurt Allure. And Bullfrog. You are 5'4", and you said that you were about 245, but you're probably closer to 275 because you've let it slip several times about that. And you don't get to fucking speak to anybody in the way you do and not realize that you're not in a protected safe space anymore. Okay? Just because your family buys you everything, that your meals are essentially made for you, and that you are so entitled and self-centered that you think it's owed to you, that you don't even have any personal responsibility required to actually cook your own foods, make a meal, do any planning that would normally be done by an adult, and yet you want to act like you're perfectly normal? No, there's something seriously wrong here. Yeah, were you in special ed? Yeah. You know, a lot of people were in special ed. Not me, though. I was in fucking genius class, but that's a different story. But the thing is, though, some people are misassessed. Some people are actually just not cut out for the stupid, you know, indoctrination system that schools are. So they end up being misassessed. They get thrown into fucking special ed. Then there's like actual genetic fucking failures and retards. And yes, they belong in special ed. Well, according to leftists. To me, they wouldn't even be in the school. They'd be in a special place where people of limited capacity would be, I don't know, allowed or provided with at least some sort of semblance of normal life, but they would be separated from the population because they clearly are not made for civilization. But Bullfrog, yeah, you can't be acting like you're so intelligent and then claim you can't record videos from YouTube and then bitch, that somebody is telling you just make some food, and yet you cry about how, oh, I can't afford to go to the grocery store. Although you do go to the grocery store, you use whatever fucking gift cards they give you, and you buy pre-made food. No, you can't literally just buy a tray of chicken breasts. I already explained this. I'm actually going to make probably a video on this, or just a few photos and stuff. I'll put it on Too Many Chefs. But a very simple recipe of putting chicken breasts, cream of mushroom soup, and some vegetables and stuff inside, and putting it in the slow cooker. 4 to 6 hours later, you got yourself a fucking very filling meal. Put that on a bed of rice, and you're fucking golden. And he wants to have the gall to say that he can't afford literally $10 worth of food, fresh food, but he's willing to spend $30, $40, $50 every weekend to buy pizzas and wings and subs and all that sort of thing. And the guy literally drinks pop every single day, multiple times a day, throughout the day. That is his source of liquid. And he wants to shit on other people when they try to give him suggestions, or at least tell him that he is a sick piece of shit that fucking poisons himself, and yet he's going to eventually cost the taxpayer money, and that, shouldn't be paid by the taxpayers. It's his choice. So, yeah, the gall that he has, the arrogance that he thinks that he's owed everything, and that it all has to be handed to him on a silver platter, shows that this isn't just entitlement, but there's something else here. There's something else that's going on here in this mentality. But that's the thing, though. It's not excusable. I won't excuse it. Unless I can speak to his brother and maybe figure out, how genetically deficient is he? Because if he's that genetically deficient, maybe he should be off fucking YouTube. Maybe he should be off the internet. And maybe he should be in a place where there's, personal support workers that can help him out. Because the way he conducts himself is not only not normal, it's not acceptable. So if he is special, then he needs to be in a special place. But if he's not special and he's acting this way, he deserves to literally have his fucking head smashed in. Or at least definitely slapped around. I mean, he's only 5'4", so it's even a normal punch would probably put him in a coma. So, or maybe he'd be like one of those inflatable punching clowns that you punch them and they go down and they come back up again, and I don't know. But bottom line is he's definitely not the figure of healthy America. He is what I have dubbed the Walmart American. You can actually see them very often when they, instead of actually choosing to prolong their life with some healthy activity, as simple as walking, they choose to get into those little carts there at the doors of the building, and they decide to cart their fat asses around through the aisles and pick out their fucking groceries. That's inexcusable and unacceptable. And it will not be tolerated, Bullfrog. Let's see here. Just looking at the chat. Yeah. Bullfrog, you're in trouble, some serious trouble, and this just won't stand. There are other people that have experienced your harassment, and you're going to have to be held accountable because you don't want to be held accountable. You want to act like a bitch and a baby and lie, basically. And you say, oh, well, I can lie, whatever I want. No, you can't. Politicians, shouldn't be allowed to do it, and private citizens shouldn't be allowed to do it. So if you're going to go on air and spout literally 8, 9 different fucking reasons why you did something when all of them are fucking clear lies, don't get mad when you get called out for it. And I'm sure that I'm going to hear something about this, and some people are going to say, oh, you came down too harsh on Bullfrog. Well, see, the thing is, though, I've got foresight. And, at the beginning, when people say, oh, Dave, you're going too harsh on somebody, eventually they come around and be like, Dave, you were right. Yep, that's right. So we're still in that transition phase. That's fine. But the problem is that people don't realize that they're enabling his behavior. Absolutely. So the more you fucking feature him, the more you treat him like this special case and tolerate his fucking stupidity, the more he thinks that it's acceptable. And it takes someone like me to say, look, Bullfrog, you're going to be held accountable. And that's when he fucking starts to panic and said, please don't, Dave. Don't, Dave. I apologize. I did all this stuff. Please don't. And then he decides to go on, air a few hours later and say, I didn't do shit, or fuck Dave. Well, we're not playing that game no more, Bullfrog. We're not playing that game. You're just going to have to be held accountable, and you can... oh, by the way, you did this. You tried to do this last time. You tried it this time, and fucking, I'm coming down on you hard. You try to fucking make claims that you're contacting all these people when you're not, and you're in contact with certain law enforcement when you're not. I'm gonna come back at you hard. So be very careful of what you say, because I will hold you accountable, and I'll find out what the lies are and what the truth is. And if you don't have a problem with the truth, then you won't have a problem with me finding the truth, because the truth can defend itself. But your appearances on Joe will be scrutinized. Your appearances, if any, at this point on Foulmouse Nation or Network, will be scrutinized, and everywhere else for that matter. And you're not going to be tolerated anymore in your methods. You've made it very clear that you have no problem lying, and you'll do whatever the fuck you want, like a spoiled, petulant little bitch child. And because of that, expect a reaction and response to the matter. And try to make yourself look like a victim all you want. We got all the clips that list all the reasons why you're a liar, and how you can't be trusted, and how you're willing to jump ship to anybody else once you need them to fight your battles for you. I mean, shit, the number of, I think it was 2 or 3 different times I told you, don't fucking volunteer me for fighting your battles. I'm not fighting your battles. And you've said, like, an emoji back, like sad face, crying face, whatever. It's like, you're a bitch expecting other people to fight for you. And another thing is that you're an idiot. You think that anybody you interact with on the internet is your friend. You're fucking so pathetic and so stupid. So, no, I don't care if you were in special ed, if you're special, whatever. I'm calling you out for this shit. And if calling you stupid makes you sad, then boo-hoo. Here's a tissue. But your reign of stupidity is done. That's right, real talk. Dave Rose, fighting injustice everywhere and battling against stupidity, which is definitely always a big challenge. But this guy, real talk, you don't know about this, I don't think. This guy fucking is known in this community as literally being a pervert, and he calls it getting froggy with somebody. what it means is he's literally slid into people's DMs, men and women, and has sexually harassed them to the point where they were desperate to have him stop. They've banned him and, didn't want to deal with him on shows and, made streams about him doing this. And many people approached me, knowing my candor and method, wanting for action. And a tribunal began to form. And Bullfrog, very quick, was to beg for his mercy, as it were. But it looks like, just like every opportunity has been given, not just by me, but by Ken, by Joe, and others. He's always, by Shell, for example, Shelly. He sexually harassed her, for example, multiple times. It looks like he's done so with Gina. There are several other females. There's several males. It seems like he just doesn't get the picture. So it looks like he's going to have to be held accountable. And no amount of apologies are going to work for you here, Bullfrog. Because the thing is, though, with you, an apology. First of all, you struggled. You struggled to make an apology when Joe was on the call with YR, and once you finally forced yourself to do so, you were yelling it. Now, I even said the other day multiple times, but I don't care for apologies. I don't want apologies. Apologies mean shit because they're just words. Actions speak. So I want to see a response, a change in attitude. Fuck the words. You can use them like toilet paper. But I want to see action. So you can see his attitude differing from mine. And when he's forced to respond, just like a petulant child doesn't want to have to apologize. Well, he seems to think that's his only way out. So he's like, fine, I apologize, blah, blah, blah. And he thinks that is somehow going to allow him to continue his ways and not essentially be called out for it. But that's not the case, Bullfrog. Not anymore. Let me play a little bit more of this.
Frog it. Yeah.
And are you gonna
Other investigation questions you guys got for me?
That's funny there, Wire.
So what? Fuck, Junebug.
So I've got some oven roasted potatoes in the oven with some onions and garlic. I made steak that day.
No.
Bend down to the dark side.
Stop, I can't want to call in. I'm sorry.
Yes, you will. Or perhaps I shall be calling a particular police department.
I told Wire to leave me alone, and he keeps calling me.
What? Joe won't have you on the show. Wire won't have you on the show. Junebug won't have you on the show. What happens then? Will you learn OBS then?
Scott McKinnon keeps blowing up my phone. What do I do?
Well, if you add him on, I'm not staying around.
Because he is.
And then fucking who cares? And then fucking monetize this. But yeah, like flap your gums, Scott, and you guys. Doesn't matter. You want to fuck around? Let's fuck around. Your fate is sealed. All you're doing is just fucking making it worse. If you keep flapping your gums. What?
Here comes the clips, Rose.
Oh, I'm not gonna listen to if you want to play that.
Okay.
Actually, I'll play it right.
So good.
And I'm gonna clean this puke pot.
Oh, there's that. Let's see. There's no, that was it, I guess. If anyone wants to send me any particular other clips that they would like played, no problem. But we've gone to the end of this. I mean, there is other stuff I could play, but I think, we've gone close to, 2 hours or something. Yeah. I'll wait another 8 minutes, 7 minutes to go to the full 2. I do like even numbers. But we've covered what's happened recently with Bullfrog that I have been somewhat privy to on other shows and have obviously commented on. But I wanted to raise the point here today on the Drama Diner because I thought it was very important to partake in this very delectable meal of charred bullfrog flambé. Looks like we're getting our first call. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. The charred bullfrog flambé with a side of clout cherries in authentic liar sauce. Mwah! Bon appetit. All right, kiddo, what do you want?
Real quick, just want to get an update. Could potentially Bullfrog be since you did mention it earlier, there was a previous attempt at a tribunal and he bent the knee, kissed the ring, everything. And what about now? You think it's an appropriate time to do it, Bullfrog? After the Scott, of course. But
well, it really depends on the time available and what Bullfrog chooses to do, and also potential funding for this, because it takes time and stuff, and not everything's free. So yeah, if you want things done, you got to do it right, and you got to go to the right people, and you got to be willing to pay. But this is just a little taste of what's possible when it comes to Bullfrog. But I just just like I did say earlier. Oh, my weed's here. Keep the show going. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. So yeah, he played a lot of the clips. You know what I'm saying? Important Bullfrog clips. He at the end of the day, I would have never done the show, which other people had the blessing of reviewing, of course. Thank you, YR. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people in the community doubted me over the years, but I'm here to provide, and I'm the gringo that delivers. You know what I'm saying? So, look at the Jacob RP thing. Totally recorded. I'm on top of the Scott shit. So, I am the gringo that delivers. Thank you. And, it's going to be a fun time in this community coming up the spring. Mostly everyone's on the same page. There's a few stragglers who's, they're hard-headed and stuff like that. But, we're building up. We're building up. We're going to, this peace bridge is coming shortly but surely. And that's my gift to the community. You know what I'm saying? Trying to provide these good interviews, these good, and I understand anyone can do it, but let's see them pull off what YR can pull off. The Bullfrog thing, the whole JP situation.
I'm back. Apologies.
Yo, what did you get? Can you give me a Bud review? What did you get?
It's called Recon. It's yeah. Here, I'll read off the description. Do appreciate you holding the line while I had to go take care of that. All right, so 2 ounces of Recon. This stuff, 60% indica, 40% sativa. A slightly indica-dominant hybrid strain that's a cross between the infamous LA Confidential and Canadian citrus strains. This highly potent bud offers the user an impressive and immediate cerebral high that makes the patient euphoric and offers mind relief. Indica high is followed by a creeping sativa high, offers full body relaxation and relief, calm sense of focus.
So you got 2 O's. How do you keep that fresh? You keep it in the jar?
Well, they come sealed. So until you open up the ounce, it's still sealed. And you can still seal up the bag anyways. So you don't necessarily need to put it into any sort of container.
And that's gonna last you how long? A couple months?
An ounce?
Oh, you only got one?
No, I got 2 ounces.
So that should last you, what, a month?
No, that's for pops.
Oh.
I'm still on the ounce that I bought fucking about 2 weeks ago, maybe halfway through.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to be able to down an ounce in fucking 5 days. No problem. On my own, no problem. But, dude, that was my heyday. Like, 18 years old, I was a fucking super consumer. But, you know, I mean, like, nowadays, I don't really consume as much. I still have, you know, what's it called? I have more tolerance nowadays, and that's why I just need to get stronger stuff. And, you know, it does the trick. And when you got some honey oil and other stuff, you know, that helps out too. So, but, you know, a pipe hit, better than a fucking, you know, a big L. Because there's a lot of waste going on there too, so. But yeah, just gotta be, you know, I've learned to be more efficient with the way I consume.
Well, that is smart, and you are smart. And
that's right, I gotta act smart if I want to be smart.
You know, I will be on the, you know, I'll be on the lookout. Any Scott live streams that need to be recorded, because
I heard he
came out.
Didn't you guys say something today that he was on, like he went live yesterday, but it got
No, it was this morning. No, it was this morning he went live, and it was Alex Jones, and it got copyrighted, or, you know, it took it down. So
oh, wow.
It wasn't nothing worth recording because he didn't speak.
Yeah.
I guess that's his new thing now.
At that point anyway, so I wouldn't even know. I just only heard that because I think you mentioned it while Nikki was on your show this morning. So I heard somebody mention that. So I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
A lot of people are being monitored by the YR umbrella. You know, Jacob RP, you know, he's a major component right now of the content, you know. But he's got exposed. We're not even done with that.
Yeah, good review of his stuff.
Yeah, we're not even done with that shit. I mean, I was in a hurry this morning, but we're gonna get the other half of that video done, and it's out on my Music Lovers channel. If anyone wants to review it or watch the whole thing of Jacob RP, his show, which was recorded by me, legally.
But Bullfrog says you can't record from YouTube.
There's multiple ways you can record. He doesn't know. I don't want to say I feel bad for Bullfrog, but he knew he lied. You know when you lie, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter who you are, and that's what started this whole thing.
Yeah, you even made it clear. It's like if he didn't even bother to change the title, then it wouldn't have gone that bad. But he chose to lie, and then double down on his lie.
Someone would have picked up on that. Someone would have picked up on that.
Of course,
and made a show about it.
But the thing is, though, he thinks he can just get away with it. Don't think so. No more. It's over, Bullfrog. No more lies. You're not allowed to get away with this because you're gonna be held accountable.
And he, in his head, he's good because he was just on Corrupted, you know, after all that, and probably continue to be on Joe's shit. But eventually, that well's gonna run out as well because of the backlash of the community. Multiple communities, major backlash on Bullfrog being there. So it's, you know, sooner or later, you will pay the piper.
That's right. And he just doesn't want to accept it. And, well, that's his choice. And,
but I'm gonna about face. Hopefully Ken might call in here or something. Give his little 2 cents.
Well,
it's a great show. If
they want. Thank you.
Great show. Thank you, brother. Thank you. God bless. The community, more programs from everyone coming soon. Thank you.
And that's the Great YR. So, looks like we've covered some very good things. And I don't know if this is the real Bullfrog or the fake one. He's like, why are you doing a video on me? I have no issues with you. I don't think that's the real Bullfrog. He doesn't know how to separate I and have, so yeah, it's probably not him. Anywho, yeah, we've been going on for enough time here, 2 hours and 2 minutes. So this is where we will bid you adieu, and hope that you enjoyed today's meal of charred bullfrog flambé with a side of clout cherries, the citrus kind, in authentic liar sauce. We hope that your next meal... Oh, apparently the YR program says that it is him confirmed. And he says, please call me. Well, I have him blocked, so I can't really do that. But I don't know, people. What do you think? Should we have him on the show here to hear his whining and to hear his excuses again? Maybe he'll give another 8, 9 more fucking excuses as to why he lied. Are we going to hear some bullshit fucking... fake, bending the knee, kissing the ring so that he can go live tonight and say, fuck Dave Rose and fuck Junebug and fuck YR. Because I didn't mean that shit at all. I was just trying to, get him off my back. So, yeah, we know that you would say that, YR, but I'm wanting to know about people who actually have, more intelligence than you and such that aren't so invested in the drama. So, and then Bullfrog says, why are you doing videos on me? I think you should know quite well. You lied. Plus, I gave 2 hours here. You should catch up on that if you really want to find out what was discussed. But, Wire says, Bullfrog can call on, explain yourself. Well, hold on. I dictate who calls in. And, I don't want to hear from you. I want to hear from the rest of the people that are here to see if they want to hear from him. Because we already heard the same bullshit on Junebug's stream, on Ken's stream, on YR's stream, all these fucking excuses. All these fucking excuses, always willing to fucking try to say something else to get somebody off their back. And, yeah, I'm not really feeling that. And fuck you, SC Steve, you are a faggot. It's very easy to see who you are. What a fucking moron. And of course you would fucking support a pedophile. Fucking idiot. Lemus says, I just joined the program, so it would be nice to have the damn Bullfrog call in and explain himself. Well, he explained himself the other day on YR's show, and on YR's stream this morning, and on Junebug's stream. So... I don't know. Okay, well, Festlove is saying for him to call in, and I'll listen to Festlove. So let's go into contacts here. Let's go to blocked. Let's look at all these bitches. Let's unblock Bullfrog. Okay, Bullfrog, lines are open. Let's see what excuses you have. And this is a limited time offer. So don't make me wait. He called less than 10 minutes ago. 6 minutes ago. Get the fuck out of here. Trying to fucking sound like a victim. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, Bullfrog, you have the floor. Explain yourself.
Yeah, dude, why are you making videos on me? I
already explained that. There's 2 hours worth of this stuff. So.
Well, I've been out doing stuff, and somebody DM'd me and told me that you were doing videos.
Pussies.
I'm over here doing errands, and somebody's over blowing up my phone and saying you're making videos about me.
There's no videos. There's this one here right now.
Well, I'm over here doing errands for my family, and you're over making videos about me.
Why don't you spend the time watching the 2 hours and then, do something?
I've already explained myself on YR's channel.
You didn't. You gave 8, 9 different excuses, and none of them make sense. Even Joe Cronin called you out on it. And you think that you can continue to operate on this manner by basically saying, oh, fuck Junebug, and fuck YR, and fuck these people, and fuck that people, but no. You lied multiple times. And then here's the biggest thing. Here's the biggest thing that I've actually said this in the past. But recently on Wireshark, like you said, when Joe was there, you will lie whenever you want. It's your channel. You can do whatever you want. Well, guess what? You can't. Why? Because you're going to be called out for it. If you're putting videos on YouTube publicly, well, under the Creative Commons license, if you'd bother to fucking learn up on that shit, you'd realize it's perfectly legit to actually review streams for the purpose of analysis and discussion. You also said that it's impossible to record videos from YouTube. That's blatantly false. But you don't know what you're talking about, so you're trying to convince other people of that. It's not acceptable.
This whole mess is all between me and Juba. This has
no. The problem is you for bringing it up, for
YR.
claiming that there's miscommunication.
This has nothing to do with you guys.
Well,
This
guess what?
has
Now it
everything
does.
to do with me
Now
and
it
Juba.
does.
This has nothing to do with you.
Well, now it does,
guys.
and repetition will get you removed from the show. So the fact is, it does, because you think that you can do whatever you want. You're a spoiled little brat, and you think you can lie. Nope, you can't lie, because if you're gonna lie, you're gonna be called out for it.
Fine, I'm being honest and upfront with you. I told the truth on YR's program.
Which 8 of those examples or those excuses are you referring to as the actual truth compared to the lies? Which one of those? Because you came up with 8 different fucking reasons why you decided to first rename the video and then delete it altogether. And even Joe called you out on it because he said it was very suspicious. Because it is.
I told you that I went live because I was mad and upset with Jubug and my server.
You gave us 8 different reasons, okay? You still
I
haven't.
was calling Jubug out on his bullshit, and Jubug wouldn't fucking tell the truth about some bullshit, and Jubug can't get his fucking story straight about what happened between whatever Garga said about fucking Gina or whatever the fuck.
No, that has nothing to do with it because you gave all these different excuses. One of them is he can't get his story straight. But the thing is, though, he never asked you to defend him. He never asked you to do anything. So it's just, why are you trying to then place the blame after you got egg on your face to say, oh, well, I look bad because Junebug didn't get his story straight. Well, he wouldn't have looked that bad if you didn't get involved in the first place.
Because I don't need any heat put on me for...
Well, you put yourself into heat. You put yourself into heat, for one. And look, you're constantly lying. You're constantly trying to play... Look, you go from Ken to Joe to YR to Junebug to me to all these people saying, oh, well, this person's attacking me. Well, yeah, you need to do a tribunal on them. You need to attack them. You need to take them out, blah, blah, blah. It's like, who the fuck are you to fucking dictate that and then claim like, oh, this person's my friend? It's just like...
Like I said, I was being honest on YR's show. There was a misunderstanding. Me and Junebug had a fight on my server about the whole Gargut situation. And apparently I got pissed off at Junebug, and I called, and you know, I should have let it go and just went to sleep, but I didn't. So I decided to go live and called Junebug out on his fucking bullshit for the fucking fight in my fucking server.
Look, you've given too many different varying responses for me to even be able to take you seriously. I can't. I cannot take you seriously because...
And everybody apologized to me, and they... I have 4 different people in my server telling me it was just a misunderstanding. Don't worry about it.
No, you don't. First of all, you don't get to say don't worry about it, because if you're lying to people and they fucking call you out on it, they are worrying about it.
No, they were saying it was a misunderstanding. I said, okay, that's fine. But I was still mad and pissed off at Junebug.
You're 41 years old.
Because he can't get his goddamn story straight.
No, that's not how it works. You're 41 years old. You cannot act this way. Okay, you cannot act like a petulant child who thinks they can just have a tantrum anytime they want because somebody said something that they don't agree with. Don't be a fucking Joe Cronin, okay? Don't be a Joe Cronin.
I'm telling you the truth. For the 5th time, me and Juba just had a misunderstanding. Put me on a goddamn lie detector test. I'm not lying. It was a misunderstanding.
No, but see, you're on record, and I reviewed that. You're on record giving different reasons. Every time you're asked the same question, you're giving a different reason.
Because it was a
No, you
conversation
can't
what we
say
had
that.
in my server.
No, you can't just keep going back. Well, no, you can't. How do you excuse giving 8 different reasons? That's not excusable. It's just lies. You're just trying to cover your ass. You don't want.
Guys fucking trolling me.
No, I'm not trolling you. Okay, you're the one who called me, by the way, and
I
blocked you because you were getting too incessant with your constant messaging to me as if somehow I owed you something. But you don't seem to understand is that if you're going to lie and you're going to be on stream on YouTube, people are going to call you out for it.
I've been honest with you. I'm not lying.
You are lying.
And you can ask, and I'll tell Ken the same fucking bullshit.
Now, see, the thing is, though, first of all, when you yell, it's clear that you are lying, and you yell a lot, okay? There's no need. I'm not yelling. There's no need to yell if you believe in what you're saying. But see, there you are, yelling again.
Ken knows I don't
Exactly.
lie.
Keep yelling, because it just proves my point. Because nobody that tells the truth needs to fucking yell.
I don't lie.
But you're yelling, and you're proving my point.
And I'm getting tired of you using, how the fuck did you get my family pictures?
Well, I talked to your brother, and he was like, I hate my brother, so I'm going to give him this guy, Dave Rose, all your information.
Dude, you don't know my brother, and you don't know his cell phone. He doesn't even have Facebook.
Bullfrog. Here's the thing, though.
Have Facebook.
Well, you do, and you're very sloppy with your use of Facebook as well as creating multiple accounts. So that's how I got your photo. Okay? So if you were as smart as you thought you were, you would have actually done, made an effort to actually cover your digital trail, not be such a fucking moron or such a vain bitch. Because if you take a look at the number of accounts you have and the fucking selfies you use to fucking represent those, it goes to show that you literally are fucking a vain bitch. Somebody who's look, I'm not even experienced in fucking taking selfies. My selfies look like shit. Why? Because I'm not vain. I'm not constantly taking photos of myself, trying to make myself look good and this and that. But vain bitches do. Women and men, okay? And you're one of those. Apparently, you're really good because your photos look like a professional took them. You're there styling and profiling there. But, dude, you've got like 20 different fucking accounts. And you're so sloppy that you leave all this information. And I guess because you're dumb enough to fucking forget your password or something, you make a new one. So now there's a beautiful fucking digital trail that fucking shows everything about you residing right on the internet. And you haven't bothered to even fucking delete it.
Look, I'm telling you for the last time, I am not lying to you. There was a misunderstanding. What part of that ain't you getting?
The part where there was 7 other explanations for that.
I don't know if your fucking IQ level has dropped in the last 2 fucking years, but I'm not lying to you.
Are you daring to even bring up the topic of intelligence within my presence? You know that most mortals have been told to avert their eyes when the Lord come to them.
They say the smarter you become, the stupider you become.
Never heard that statement before. Perhaps a source?
Because the smarter you get, the more stupid you become.
Yeah, you said that already. Okay, that's repetition 2 now. What I had asked was perhaps you could provide us with a source, somebody, a name of somebody who said that, perhaps a reference in history.
Fucking chromosomes in the last fucking 2 years fighting with fucking Scott McKinnon.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen from this point forward, Bullfrog. You're fucked. Okay? Listen to me very fucking carefully. You are fucked. And I'll tell you why. Because you want to keep doubling down. You want to act like a big man here, and you seem to forget who holds the power. Well, after all, I am master of the universe, and I hold the key to Castle Grayskull. Ergo, I have the power. Since you're 41, you should be able to get that reference, and it's, immature enough and juvenile enough that I'm hoping you will. But the point is, you're in no position to dictate to me, and I'm in a perfect position
Well, you're in no position to dictate to me. Who the fuck are you?
Who am I? I am
position to
Devious
dictate to me,
Dave
motherfucker.
Rose, and you,
Give a
Bullfrog,
you're
are
fucking Sally
fucked. And now we're going to go to block you, you little bitch. And there you go. Who am I, Bullfrog? Who am I? I am Devious Dave Rose. I have brought down mortals and aliens alike. And for a manatee like you, all too easy. So you wanna talk big, huh? You wanna talk big? Well then, for the person that offered to do the necessary work and invest the necessary funds into acquiring all the background information that I require, I appreciate and I accept your offer. You shall forever remain anonymous, and I shall never speak your names ever. But I will utilize the information that you provide me so that I can continue with my investigation and present these findings at a later time, potentially a tribunal. Since we already have substantial evidence as it is, this would just be a nice addition to everything. And since Bullfrog wants to act in this way, well, come what may. People will say, oh, Bullfrog's retarded. Yes, he should be an institution. Oh, you gotta take it easy on him. No, the world's fucked up because people like you have tolerated this sort of bullshit. Okay? No. Bad, Normie. Bad. Oh, shout out to Mars Mira in the chat. Says, Jesus, Bullfrog, just stop already. You are gonna feel the pain. Yes, it looks like he is, but he wants to, pretend like he's a victim, and he's going to try to go on his little sympathy tour, and hey, good luck trying to get people to like you there on Joe Cronin's show. And, good luck to see what happens if you go on to fucking Ken's show. But, you're persona non grata in Junebug's show, as well as YR's, and, when you do pop up your little mole head around, you're going to be bopped real quick, but it'll be brought attention that you're popping up on a certain show, and that person should kindly reconsider featuring you there. Ronald Booth says, Bullfrog has no chance against Dave. Well, you look at that fucking political debate. Was it a political debate? It was a debate of some sort. I can't remember. It was stupid. But we did it on Joe Cronin's show, and Bullfrog actually thought that he won and that he did a better job than I did. But that's his mentality. So if he wants to believe that, fine. He's done. Gina, he's 41 years old. Bullfrog is 41 years old. He doesn't even know how to cook chicken breasts. This is inexcusable and shan't be tolerated anymore. This world has enough retards as it is, and if we can do our part to remove one from YouTube, all the better. But we know that, Steve Killan says Bullfrog can't come back from this, but he thinks so. He's that stupid. And Festlove says I'm legit crying. The problem is that Bullfrog thinks that he can come back from this. He's that stupid. And I'm sorry, but no, not this time. This is going to be a sledgehammer coming down. Every time his hand goes into the cookie jar, the sledgehammer comes down, okay? And it's going to break those hands. So, there's hooves. I'm sorry, hooves. But it's done, Bullfrog. It's done. You want to act in this way and think that you can just have this blatant, flippant declaration that you can lie whenever you fucking want to and to whoever you want to and do whatever you want to. You've lived in your little protected life for way too long. You admit this already. Basically, your family pays all your bills. They cook your food for you, and they give you money so that you can go to the fucking grocery store, which you don't even drive, so you get an Uber, some other fucking shit. They take your ass to the fucking supermarket, and instead of actually being a normal person, You actually go choose all the fucking frozen foods, all prepped and ready to go. Nothing fresh, nothing that you can actually make a big quantity of that's healthy, like say rice. And you claim that you go through, I think you said $350 worth of food in 2 weeks or something, and it's ridiculous. And when anyone brings that up with you, you have the gall to get angry and yell at them and not only insult them, but then try to flip it around, claim that you don't have the money and you don't have the time. Shit, today, well, I talked about this earlier. Gonna make later on this week chicken breasts. It's a simple slow cooker meal. Chicken breasts in the slow cooker with cream of mushroom soup and some vegetables and stuff. 4 to 6 hours, it's done. The cream of mushroom was on, it was slightly on sale at $1.99. You can find them cheaper sometimes. Yeah, buck a can. That's concentrated, obviously. And chicken breast for a platter, 6 breasts, you might be able to find sometimes on deal for like maybe $6.99, $6.50, something like that. So $7 maybe. So that, a can, 8, maybe some extra mushrooms or some leeks or something. Couple of bucks more. So for $10, basically, you can feed yourself a huge amount of food. But hey, he wants to pretend that he is high and mighty, and that anyone bringing this up is clearly a hater, and they don't have a right to do it. It's his business, right? It's his business. Well, when you make your business on YouTube, it's everyone's business. Mm-hmm. Because the fact is, you're choosing to telegraph all this information out there. It's not anyone who's choosing to investigate this on themselves about you. This is you telling us that. And then for you to have the gall to say, you can't record me. Fuck you, Bullfrog. Fuck you. So, we come to the conclusion of this show. 2 hours, 24 minutes in, 25 minutes in. Do appreciate every single person who has joined us, and do apologize for the lost brain cells you may have experienced with listening to Bullfrog's bullshit. But know that it clearly is not going to last too much longer, because if he continues on this path, he's going to get the Nicky Nines Scott treatment from Dave Rose. Bullfrog in the chat says, I'm getting annoyed with people harassing me. Guess what, Bullfrog? I don't give a flying fuck what you're getting annoyed with. You're a petulant little bitch. You lie all the time. And you think that you're going to be able to cast yourself as a victim? No. But what I will do is I will hold you in contempt for your actions. And I will highlight them every single time you do them. So, if you want a spotlight on you, at all times, well, you got one. All you had to do was stop being a bitch. And the way that you showed yourself on this show when I allowed you in shows that, yes, you are a bitch. Now, you can run off to Joey Jojo Shabadoo Jr. They're going to monetize this. Well, you're not allowed there, but Corrupted or some other fucking other show. And try to make yourself look like a victim. But no one's falling for that. And you really are pushing your limits, because there's a lot of people that don't want you there with Joe Cronin. There's a lot of people that don't want you there with Ken, although Ken seems to like you. But Ken, is making a bad move by keeping you around, because as we've seen already, and it's been blatantly proven, oh, you get in a disagreement with Ken, you go over to Joe Cronin and ask for his help to fight against Ken. Oh, and you fight with Joe? Oh, and then you go back to Ken to fight against Joe. And vice versa, and between YR, Junebug, me. Look, you're transparent. I mean, your cholesterol level is probably darker than fucking some 10-year-old motor oil, but, your actual actions are as transparent as Crystal. And you can't, you're not going to get away with this. I'm done. I'm done tolerating this fucking man-child. Top of that, he's like, I'm 41 years old. I'm smarter than you. I'm older than you. I know more than you. And it's just like, dude, you struggle to just speak, okay? Show me a worthy opponent and I will fucking acquiesce. But until then, fuck you, Bullfrog. You're not getting away with this shit anymore. You want to sexually harass people? Well, there's a fucking huge record of this shit. Very much curious what the police would think about this, especially with the testimonies that have been given to me about how people feel extremely uncomfortable, men and women, who have had to deal with this shit. Okay? What about your clear aversion to actually having your house inspected? When that was even suggested, you freaked out. Or investigating the relationship between you and your niece. Now, I don't know what's going on there, but I do know that when it was suggested, you freaked the fuck out. So, that's usually an indication of something. And hey, I mean, if that's your attitude, it's very indicative of something a lot deeper. There was also the discussion which I had with you quite some time ago, where it was, I tried to explain the fact that pedophilia does exist in families, and that sometimes, because of the situation, the victim doesn't actually believe they're a victim, and thinks that it was perfectly fine that they were abused, and they sort of they rationalize it in their mind, and it is something that unfortunately does happen with many victims and such. But they do actually sort of get to that point, and only later on in their life sort of realize it. Some of them. So, for example, there's situations where an uncle abuses a nephew, sort of thing, and it's sort of overlooked by the family, and it's sort of rationalized by the child that it was perfectly acceptable, and it's disgusting shit, but it happens. And when that was brought up, he wasn't even willing to even fathom the option, or at least he refused to even acknowledge the option, which I think was quite telling. Mickey McDowell in the chat says, Bullfrog, quit threatening to swat people and stop lying. You got time to do it. Bullfrog says, I'm not swatting people. Well, you actually did state that you would swat somebody, so that's on record, and that is submissible as evidence. So you may have wanted to reconsider that statement there, because there is a record of that. You've also said that, you'd go down and you shoot Joe Cronin and other acts of violence. Bullfrog continues, says, actually, it's not 2 words, it's 1 word. And, there's only 1 L. But he says, I've already made my statements. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, usually upon sentencing, the criminal does have that option to make a final statement, but they're still hauled off. Bullfrog says, nothing is going on with my niece. Oh, well, I find it very curious that you need to jump on to immediately defend that. Curious. But regardless, what you need to understand, Bullfrog, is that you're in no position to dictate, nor even to have a tantrum. If anything, I'm the one who should be allowed to have a Bullfrog tantrum. But that is very, very below me. And, only from time to time do I choose to wallow in the mud of my opponents. But I'm more than willing and capable of doing so. But usually I do like to ride my high horse while I piss on those below me. But, if I need to, I'll get down in the mud. But Bullfrog. Bullfrog. I thought I was going to end this, but it looks like we're going to have to continue. We're now at the 2 hours and 32 minutes, just about. And the thing is, though, you gotta have to understand this. You have to understand this if you want to continue. You must cut out this attitude. When you're told something, you shut your fucking mouth. You don't yell. When I had you on the show, I was saying there's no need to yell, and then you continued to yell. Okay, you are in no position, and in fact, the only position you have available is to go down. And it's more problem than it's worth for you. Let's just say that, okay? Because you're the one who's panicking on simple things. So if I really pull out all the stops and fucking start presenting this, you might have a stroke, okay? So, like I said, and the problem is that you keep saying, oh, I bent the knee, kissed the ring, and then literally an hour later, you're like, fuck that person. No, if I have to break your legs, figuratively in Minecraft, so that you permanently bend your knees to me, well, then so be it. Because the thing is, though, I'm not going to tolerate this. You bend the knee, kiss the ring, then get back up and talk shit and continue to do this. No. Okay? We're putting an end to this. Just like we're putting an end to Scott McKinnon's shenanigans, we're putting an end to this as well. And a lot of us are tired of this. There are some still that have pity on you, that see you as some sort of lovable little teddy bear. They probably have some sort of mental deficiency issues, or at least maybe they're just their heart is so big it actually has put pressure on their brain stem and has actually diminished their intelligence, because nobody should be offering you one iota of compassion, sympathy, or empathy, considering the contempt that you've shown for everybody, regardless of how they've tried to help you. OBS, I don't know, fucking health or food, advice on how to deal with people in the community, I don't know, I'm sure there's more, but it's just like, I do know that people have tried to help you out of pity, out of sympathy, out of just genuine goodness, and you view it as some sort of, I don't know, some payment that you're owed. Back to the chat here. Bullfrog says, I spend time with my brother every Thursday night. Yeah, and his daughter, your niece, is probably there every Thursday night. People around all the time. Yeah, and go read some stories. You'll see how easy some of these people can make it. By the way, I just want to reiterate and remind everyone that, in my opinion, the only good pedophile is a dead pedophile that suffered for a very long time in a very painful method before they expired. That's my view on pedophiles. Ashley Simmons, who sounds like a fake name, and you know what? I'm not even going to read that. Thing is, though, because it's a fake name, I'm not even going to bother. Maybe it was a good point. I don't give a fuck. You want to be a bitch? You want to come in again with a fake account? And go fuck yourself. Mike McDowell says, I don't believe a compulsive lying loser like Bullfrog. Well, nobody with right mind would. Ronald Booth says, Bullfrog may actually be a bigger liar than Joe, and that's not easy. Yes, actually, well, to me, the probably the ultimate liar, the one who can really put them out at the highest LPMs, the lies per minute, would be Scott McKinnon. But it's totally different, because like Joe's lies are, speed for, say, a car. Scott's lies are literally the speed that it takes to propel a rocket to leave the sphere of influence of the Earth, of the gravity well, okay? It doesn't even compare. But with Bullfrog, yes, if he was a car, a big fat car, yes, his lies per minute would probably exceed Joe's dramatically. So if Joe was a Chevy Impala, if his lies were a Chevy Impala, and I'm just randomly picking a sedan, domestic sedan, Bullfrog's lies would be a fucking McLaren F1. Fucking, yeah, they both run on the fucking street, but let me tell you, one of them is fucking hyper accelerated to the point of fucking engineering marvel. And I hope that for those that actually do like cars, at least engineering, appreciate that analogy. And for those too dumb to understand it, go fuck yourself. Oops. Let's see here. Bullfrog says, I don't care if you believe me, Mikey. I guess he's talking about Mikey McDowell. Hawire says they lie differently. Yes, they do. But it doesn't mean that they're not going to be called out for it. But we're talking about Bullfrog here. And you just don't get it, Bullfrog. It's unfortunate. You just don't get it. You just don't get it. And there's not much else I can do, really. I mean, you're choosing to do this. You're choosing not to act normal. That's what a lot of people have told you. Act normal. You don't. You think you're the star. And you've even said so. I'm the star. Well, I guess the star is crashing down. Because it's not going to be tolerated anymore. And you can claim anything that you want, but how about this? How about this, Bullfrog? Pay me $500 and I won't do a tribunal on you. You have until April 1st to comply. That will be in 3 weeks and 2 days, I guess. Oh, actually, let's do this. We're starting the bidding at $500. If anyone wants to offer more than $500 for me to go ahead with the tribunal, then I'll take that too. And then that and the tribunal will go forward. And you're getting a very good deal for $500, to be honest. So, shall we start bidding at $525? Do we have $525 to continue to go with the tribunal? $525. $525. Looking for $525. $500 from Bullfrog to stop it. Do we have $500 for Bullfrog, or do we have $525 from the audience? Looking for $525, $525. We got $525. $525. Or do we got $500 for Bullfrog? You don't have $500, Dave Rose. You do, actually, Bullfrog. You do. Shall we begin to calculate the amount of money you have purchased pizza with? Yes, I am JB, but much better. Scott McKinnon, you faggot. But guess what? I'm still smarter and better than you. 5:30. We have 5:30 from YR. 5:30. 5:30 from YR. Mikey McDowell says DDR needs to contact Bullfrog's show mother, Alejandra. Oh, is that her name? Alejandra? We have 600 from... 600 from Bullfrog, or not Bullfrog, Bird. We have 600 from Bird, and I know Bird does have the fucking money. So, yeah, you better watch out there, Bullfrog. So we got 600 for Bird, 700 from YR, which I don't think he can put together unless he starts to sell all those fucking guitars of his. So bidding still stands at 600. Don't worry, Bird. Don't worry about your 701. 600, standing at 600. Can I do a monthly payment, says Bullfrog? No. Well, there's no layaway here. Goes to Tommy Barber says. YR says, no, not Bird's diaper money. Yeah, so now you can claim that I, too, am also taking the diapers off Bird's table. Still one of the great recent lines in the community. Taking diapers off Joe's table. Goes to Tommy's Barber says, tell her you want to pay Dave Rose instead of getting the new PlayStation. That's true. I totally forgot this guy was fucking down with getting one of those new PS5s and shit. And those motherfuckers are at least $500 to my knowledge. I mean, I'm so clueless about it because I can't afford it nor would I want to buy that. But hey, to each their own, right? But hey, there you go. You don't have to... Yeah, you'll do without a PlayStation 5 there, Bullfrog, but then you won't have to deal with the tribunals, so I guess that is a good sort of trade-off. It's the Costanzas is $1,500. Oof. If you can pull that off, man, then I'm actually going to do I'd probably bake a cake. I'd bake a cake for the tribunal even. For $1,500, not only do you get a tribunal, but you get an actual cake of the tribunal. Maybe I'd make a cake of Bullfrog. Try to make him, like, hey, I should show you some of the photos of the cakes I used to make. Theme cakes and shit, like camping and fucking hiking and shit. You guys would love those cakes. But yeah, I could probably carve out a bullfrog looking like a Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, I could do it. Ronald Booth says, give Dave your pizza money, Bullfrog. That'll cover it. Well, that's the point I'm trying to make, is the fact that, you know, if Bullfrog wasn't spending so much money on junk food, not just ordering his pizzas every week, but also, you know, buying proper food at the supermarket, he could probably afford a lot of things. One, he could afford the, you know, $50 it would have taken him to have OBS, you know, trained to him. And, you know, he probably also could handle ensuring that no tribunal went forward on him. But this whole bullshit of, oh, I don't have the money, it's all fucking lies. Because he also says the same thing, I don't have the time to cook. Dude, that's bullshit. A fucking slow cooker cooks for you. You literally have to, for example, the recipe that I'm going to make that I told him about earlier multiple times is get a tray of fucking chicken breasts. Fucking take them out of the fucking package. You wash them, you pat them dry. Put them in the bottom of the slow cooker. Put your fucking garnishes on there, you know, paprika, some salt, some pepper. Just mix them around a bit. Open up a can of fucking mushroom soup. Pour it in there. You know, put in, you know, the vegetables you want to put in there. Fucking shallots or green onions or fucking extra mushrooms or something. Put it in there. Put it the fucking low for 4 to 6 hours. You know, make fucking rice 30 minutes prior to the food being done. It literally takes 20-25 minutes to make rice. Boom, you have a huge fucking meal. And it literally costs you under $10, and it'll probably make 2 to 3 servings. Now, you are a fat boy, so it might make 2 servings, but those servings will still be quite substantial. Problem is you're a bitch, so even things like rice you probably won't eat. And unless it's breaded, you probably would totally avoid a chicken breast. So the problem, yet again, falls back upon you. You are the problem here, Bullfrog. And you're going to be, you know, held accountable for it. See, goes to Tommy's Barber. He says he's on disability, so he probably gets food stamps too. I'm not sure what that's why I wanted to figure this out. Like, speak to his brother. Find out what the fuck is going on here. Because maybe he's on disability, but why? Why is he on disability? You know, his family also makes him food. You know, and gives him money to buy food. So he's getting all these fucking resources and they pay his bills apparently to live in his house and all that. So he's getting all these resources and he has all the fucking time in the world and he doesn't do a goddamn thing. Doesn't cook. He just fucking sits in front of his fucking TV blinking like fucking Stevie Wonder and claims he doesn't have any time. It's bullshit. It's all fucking lies. And add that to all the lies we recently saw where he tried to give it an excuse as to why he renamed and then deleted his video. And we're going to say there's no connection between the two, that he is not a verified perpetual liar? No. The tapestry is now fully present. Everyone can see it for what it is, and anyone that denies it is going to be held accountable. So I don't care how cute you think Bullfrog is, if he makes you laugh because he's stupid, or you want to be nice to him and you want to pat him on the head. Well, you're associating with a known liar who has definitely, on record, betrayed you, Ken, and you don't think you're going to be, you know, reminded of the fact that you're associating with a liar who will sell you out at any chance he gets? Not with Dave Rose around. Sorry. Thank you. And again, this is not me. It's not my problem. I'm not the one doing this. I will be the one ending it if that's what's chosen. If that's what the fates decide. But the fact is, this is all within Bullfrog's hands. He's got the logic in his hands. He's got the logic in his hands. So, Bullfrog, it's up to you to decide what to do. But keep doubling down. Keep doubling down, because it's only going to get way worse for you. Way worse. Because it's getting to the point where it's beyond unacceptable. And you know what? I'm not pleased with your conduct over the last few days. And since you want to act like a bitch and you want to continue to fucking try to actually confront me in a way that somehow makes it look like you're the one in control here, I'm not taking you down a few pegs. You're going down the entire fucking thing. Okay? Right back down to the bottom. And, yeah. Well, that was your choice. So, $500 to stop this. Or we go forward and we make an example of you. So, that would be up to you, basically, Bullfrog. I know exactly how you're going to respond, and that's fine, because that was what was anticipated anyways. You were sort of given a no-win scenario, Kobayashi Maru. And, hey, you know, it played out exactly as I expected it to, so... So, Mikey McDowell says, Bullfrog is faking a disability to get government assistance so he doesn't have to work for a living. Isn't that illegal? Well, yes, normally it would be, but the thing is, though, I think there's a lot more to this. In fact, that's why I would like to speak to his brother, because I actually do believe he has a disability. Actually, I believe he has several disabilities that he's not admitting to, that he probably is too dumb to even know. But the thing is, though, if I can at least speak to somebody with, you know, a minimal IQ level in his family that can give me background information into his health, into his upbringing, into just family sort of relations, I would get the necessary understanding that I would need to be able to assess exactly why Bullfrog is the way he is and how to actually deal with them. Because once you sort of realize somebody's mentality, you sort of can read into what actions they're going to do and sort of anticipate their responses to certain situations. So with that, I know that I could at least figure him out a little more. Because I do believe, as I said earlier, there's probably some sort of traumatic event in his life. And... you know, there's obviously something else, his upbringing as well. So the guy's very, very spoiled. And that doesn't come from fucking society. Society will beat you down. Especially with this fucking attitude. So, unless you've got a, you know, big mouth like me and you can fight to back that shit up, Bullfrog wouldn't survive in the real world. So he's clearly acting this way because he's been allowed to act this way and he's lived a very sheltered life. Now, why? Why is it that he's lived this sheltered life? What has he gone through that has precipitated this, that has allowed for this to occur, and that continues to enable his actions? There's something more here. That's why I'm not going to count out that he is disabled in many different ways. I honestly think there's multiple disabilities here. But the thing is, though, it's also necessary to find out what that is. And if I could speak to a cognizant family member, I probably could. But there's also the enabling factor. Because if his family's allowing him to literally consume, I'm going to have to guess, gallons of soda pop a day, they're enabling this health and lifestyle. Absolutely enabling it. And that, especially if someone has a disability, and obviously they're too dumb like Bullfrog to even realize how stupid they are, and the family just feeds them poison, well, the family's actually committing abuse of the disabled. Now, there's different states, different provinces, classified different, have different laws, and they define it or they label it specifically a certain way. So this, for example, the situation with Bullfrog could actually, in some states and some provinces could actually be multiple violations of the law. In some other states, it just might be one, like abuse of someone under care. And there's different definitions of care, blah, blah, blah. So the thing is, though, it could definitely be held, they could definitely be held accountable on that sort of thing, especially with, you got to remember, 41-year-old man, okay, and he's being taken care of by his family. They cook his food, they provide his funding, and he does nothing, literally. He does nothing all day but sleep, play video games, eat, and then whore himself out onto different shows. So there's definitely something here, and I want to get down to the bottom of it. I've been wanting to get down to the bottom of it for quite some time, because it's not as black and white as some people think it is in the chat. Okay, yes, this guy's a piece of shit. He is a moron. But there's something more to this. There's definitely a lot more to this. And I honestly do believe there's some upbringing, there's the trauma, and there's something else. So if we could actually speak to someone who isn't a fucking lying piece of shit like Bullfrog, we might actually get down to the actual truth of the matter and figure out, yeah, okay, now we understand why Bullfrog is such a lying piece of shit. And at that point, maybe some people might have compassion for you and say, okay, you know what, despite the fact that you are literal human garbage, I'm willing to overlook those things, or I'm willing to at least try so that you don't commit suicide. I mean, like, yeah, some people's intentions are ill-placed, or, you know, perhaps they're just naive, or they just want to be nice people. That's fine and stuff. But, you know, they'd be willing to do that once Bullfrog actually reaches a point of self-realization. But, hey, that really is up to Bullfrog himself, and we know that he just doubles down. And hey, keep doubling down there, Bullfrog, if that's what you want to do. Like I said, I'm coming down hard on you with fucking Stormbreaker, and that's that. You're just gonna have to deal with reality. Now, if you want to fix the situation as quick as possible, you get your brother to contact me and advise him that we are going to have a nice, long conversation on the subject of you, Bullfrog. And in that conversation, the intention is to figure out exactly why you are, and perhaps reach an understanding as to why you should no longer be brought up by Dave Rose. Because if there really was a reason why you are so fucking stupid, and it was valid, you might actually have the empathy and sympathy that so many of this world seek and yearn for. The sympathy of Dave Rose. So, oh, Bullfrog is in the chat. He says, do whatever you want, Dave Rose. I'm done with being nice with you. Oh, did you really think that we were in the depths of things here? I haven't even gotten started yet, Bullfrog. So when you tell me you're done being nice with me, do you think I've even started being bad with you? Because if you do, sorry, Pumpkin, I haven't even started yet. You don't seem to understand what you've done. You've broken the seventh seal. That's never a good thing. Look, it's Bullsy in the chat says, I think Dave Rose wants to help you, Bullfrog. Well, that ship has sailed away. He's being given the option to save himself. But he wants to continue to double down. So be it. But you can try whatever you want. The scrutiny is now on you. And you want to show up on Joe's show and try to make a spectacle of it? Well, okay. Well, expect it to be recorded and reviewed and you to be absolutely destroyed. You make a show on yourself, on your own video, on your own channel, well, expect it to be reviewed, recorded, and destroyed. You want to pop up with somebody else's show and try to make yourself like a victim, make yourself look like a victim, well, expect yourself to be exposed and destroyed. Bullfrog says, I'll protect you myself from you, Dave Rose. What do you mean? I don't understand. Now, see, the thing is, though, you're in no position. You're in no position to dictate anything. And no, I'm not leaving Bullfrog alone. But you had the option, Bullfrog. You had the option. You had the option to stop with this stupidity. You are in no position to dictate. You are not a star. Okay? That's a truth you will fucking swallow. You're not a star. Okay? You don't get to dictate. You are not the focus of the community. And people are not jealous of you. You're a fat, lowly turd that annoys people, that some people get some laughs out of, but you are literally pathetic. 41 years old, can't even cook for himself. Okay? So no, you're going to accept your role as one of the low caste untouchables, very similar to the caste system in India, and you will accept that fact. Because if you don't, well, then we're going to have to start to examine many different things. And this is, to me, it's pleasurable in the sense that it's like slowly taking this whole situation apart, knowing that you can't do anything about it and that my logic will always destroy you. You know, we got faggots like Scott McKinnon be like, look what he's doing, man. It has nothing to do with you, Scott. And it's different from the situation with you. You've committed these crimes. Well, this individual thinks that he can act in such a way that he can essentially carry on without any repercussions and without any criticism or commentary. Now, obviously, he hasn't gone to the extent of Scott in creating these crimes, although he has committed crimes. But the fact is, the criticism is entirely valid, and they do not have to be in the same sphere, scunt. So don't try to pull that shit, because my logic overpowers you every single fucking time. As does the law. But, yeah, Bullfrog. Bullfrog. I know, Travis, one tribunal at a time. We're you know, obviously, Scott's first. I guess Blonin might be second. He's still on the list there. Although he could probably afford to grease the wheels of justice to prevent that. But Bullfrog here. Bullfrog, this is and I mean, I prepared initially to do this on my own on Bullfrog. And I still have all that information all acquired. But the thing is, though, it's been months since then. And he's been a bad boy. He's been a very bad boy. So there's so much more on Bullfrog that I can easily present. And hey, I mean, yeah, I got criticized when I initially went up against you. And then these same people came back to me like, you were right, Dave. Go fucking full force on him. He deserves what he gets. So, and the screenshots prove it. So your supposed allies there, Bullfrog, aren't your allies. They're not your friends. And they have also gotten tired of your bullshit. So you're in a very bad position. You can't dictate to anybody. And you had the opportunity to acquiesce and stop your bullshit, but you've doubled down to the point where you're going to get what's coming for you. And, yeah, Bullsy makes a good point. Seriously, no need to fight with Dave. See, that's the problem is these people are so dumb that they realize, they think that they can. And they don't heed the signs that say no one is returned from this point alive. But hey, they want to just proceed along that very dangerous path and, come what may. But Bullfrog has underestimated me, and it is entirely unacceptable that he chooses to continue to carry on in this manner. We have Vanna L in the chat says, disability or not, he knows right from wrong. Yes. She also says, he's just a pathological liar craving attention. Indeed. And in fact, people like Tommy NC, he's easily capable of telling what's right and wrong. And he's shown himself to have much better judgment and be more mature than Bullfrog, who is I think he turned 30. I can't remember his age, but yeah, I think he turned 30 this year. So the guy's like a decade. Bullfrog's a decade older than Tommy, and Tommy acts more mature than him. So I think that says a lot about Bullfrog himself. Travis says, I told Joe the day he debuted, this guy's not good. Been saying it ever since. Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people did. Tobar, the ferryman, says, has anyone ever caved and apologized at this point before? For what? I don't know what you're talking about. But again, Bullfrog has apologized many times, and those times have been absolutely disingenuous. He's done this on Joe's show where he apologized to Shell, and then like literally an hour later, he's on another stream or even his own stream saying, fuck Shell, she's a bitch, I hate her. Like, you know, I don't care if I bent the knee to her, like, fuck her now. I changed my opinion. He's done that with me. He's done that with Joe. Done that with quite a few people. So, you know, his track record speaks for itself. And he really doesn't have any excuses whatsoever. He, you know, tries to claim that he's a star, but even Tommy isn't this narcissistic. So, since Bullfrog thinks that he can just carry on, well, then, like I said earlier, come what may, because you've chosen this Bullfrog. And we're not even close to even a tribunal yet, but I could easily put one together if I wanted to. And it looks like we're heading in that direction since you refuse to stand down. You want to continue to pretend like you're in control here, and you're not in control. So, seeing as people are offering me the information I need to do more investigations on you, guess what? I could have your brother's cell phone in a few days. So, who's in control now, Bullfrog? Shall I call him up or perhaps I should send him an email with not only a properly written letter highlighting what you've been up to for the past few years, but also providing links to the videos with timestamps that will prove exactly the point that's being made. And then perhaps show the interactions you've had with, say, Shell and the sexual harassment that you've conducted there. Perhaps the sexual harassment that you've conducted with men. So tell me again, Bullfrog, who's in control here? Who's going to dictate to who? Because it seems to be that you've bitten off more than you can chew, that your arrogance is preventing you from realizing you're driving towards a cliff, and that come consent or conquest, you will acknowledge, accept, and allow that Dave Rose is correct. Now, see, Bullfrog, who's saying right now, Bullfrog says, go ahead, call him now, you ain't got the guts. No, dummy, did you not listen, stupid? Oh, that's right, you don't listen any time anyways. I said, people are offering to get that information to me because they don't like you very much. And because of that, well, that saves me time from getting it. So once I do get that information, I'll set up a stream so I can record it, and then I'll call him up, and then I will present that information. So I will have the guts once I have the phone number. So stop pretend. Maybe I'll call him up on a Thursday when you're there. I'll call him up being like, "Hi, is Jeremiah there?" Like, "Oh, that's kind of weird. Yeah, okay, he's right here." And then you'll answer the phone like, hello? Like, "Hey, asshole, it's Dave Rose. Didn't I tell you I was going to call? Oh, how'd you get this number?" There's nothing beyond my reach. So, Bullfrog, shall we play a game? So you keep trying to fuck around. You keep trying to fuck around and act tough. What's it gonna take? You basically being let off in fucking cuffs? You actually getting subpoenaed for fucking sexual assault? Or at least cyber harassment? Is that what it's gonna take? Because the thing is, though, if a simple conversation with your brother reveals the fact that you were, say, for example, sexually abused as a kid, that you were dropped on your head multiple times, you ate fucking lead paint, you fucking, fell off a cliff and bounced on your head every time you went down, and that's why you're the piece of shit that you are, okay. Well, then that's understandable. But if it's just because you were raised improperly and you're just a spoiled little brat, I'm not going to tolerate that shit. Now Bullfrog says, "I'll give you his number, Skype me." I don't know about that. I'm not going to do that right. I would obviously do that not on a live show. I would record it, but I would do it on my time so that I would have control over any information that might be considered, private, because there are certain privacy rules, because obviously I'm not going to dox the guy, but I'd be willing to discuss the situation with him since Bullfrog is so unwilling to discuss it. Just give me a second here to catch up on this. Okay. Do you know of an address, Bullfrog, do you know of an address on Gulliver? Do you know of an important address on Gulliver? Because I think you would. Travis says, "I can't believe they allow him to live alone." Yes. Sleazy Science says, "How does being entertained by different people make you fake? So silly other people are here on this. I'm sorry you went through that, man." Not sure what that's about. Bam says, "That would be funny if they called Bullsy fake. I'm sure they would go over well." He also says, "No Chin already doxed him." Sleazy says, "Bullfrog lives alone." Yeah, he does. Clip says, "Ask Bullfrog if his brother's in that family photo." Tober the Furman says, "Just watch the edges, Dave. Seems close to potential legal trouble." You're talking to Dave Rose. And, the fact is that Bullfrog is the one who's in substantial problems here. The issue is that he chooses to continue to double down, and that just won't be allowed. He thinks he's in a position of bartering power, but he's not. And it doesn't look like he's getting the picture. He has been given multiple opportunities to cease his actions, and when he gets called down on it, he actually starts to go nuts and slander people, in fact. Calling them liars. He called YR. Well, actually, that was libel because he wrote it. But, he called YR a liar, despite the fact that, he got called out on the fact that he renamed the episode Old Show, and then he deleted it. So, Bullfrog, your record speaks for itself. Let's see here. Travis says it's quite impressive Dave can maintain 50 viewers for hours on end. Yes, quite impressive, actually. I was quite surprised. But it is the Drama Diner, and there's some substantially great meals here, 5-star Michelin, that people are always salivating for. Now, Sleazy Sign says, Dave, you think Bullfrog can remember addresses? Probably not. And let's see here. Travis says 50 fake viewers, all here for one common denominator. Absolutely. We all know the maths. But yeah, so bottom line is that Bullfrog, you're not going to fucking... You're clearly not going to learn your lesson. You're not going to learn your lesson. And you're just going to fucking keep trying to fight this. You're going to keep trying to say you're the victim here, that you haven't done anything wrong, and that you can lie whenever you want to. Well, guess what? Try to say that to a judge. Try to say that to a judge and see how well that goes for you. Okay? So, first and foremost, you need to get spanked. Simple as that. Because this is bullshit. You don't get to lie anytime you fucking want. Especially in public because you get called out for it. But you don't think you will? No, you're going to be destroyed by the truth. Okay, but then you double down and think that you can continue to conduct yourself in this manner? No. No. You chose what comes. You chose what comes, Bullfrog. You chose it. Sleazy Sign says, Dave talks properly and he's good. He has good points. Very good for someone with a restless mind like myself. Thanks, DDR. And I didn't want it to come to this point, Bullfrog, but you're the one who fucking wants to keep fucking around. You're the one, not me. And you're the one who thinks you're tough, okay? That's the problem. You have to stop. You have to stop right now. Right now. You, realizing you're a fucking moron, don't get to try to fucking double down and pretend like you know what's going on or that you can get one up on everyone. No. So this whole bullshit of making 8 excuses on one show for the reason why you renamed and then deleted the video, it's an insult to us that you treat us like we're morons. Because you know you're the moron here. But since you don't want to accept it, you don't want to accept your role in life, you're going to have to be put in that role. Simple as that. So now we begin to examine the life of Bullfrog. And that, I'm sure, is something you don't want because you've made it very clear. You don't like your past being brought up. You don't like being investigated because there's something you're hiding. So, if you'd be willing to have your brother contact me, okay, and you can do that on Skype. No, I'm not going to call him on his phone, okay, unless you want to pay for my long distance, because I don't pay for long distance to America. Who the fuck am I going to call in America? But if he wants to talk on Skype, I'm willing to do that. But I want to find out exactly why the Bullfrog is exactly the way he is. If I realize that, yes, you are literal human scum and garbage, and, you know, that there's not much more that you're made for in this life, I might have it in my heart to just ignore you altogether and leave you alone. But if I find out that you're not a special person, that you're just a petulant little bitch child who never got told no, well, then we will begin a new chapter in this relationship, shan't we, Bullfrog? A relationship that will be incessant. Something that will continue to highlight your inadequacies and lies far after, long after you have left YouTube. So, the choice is yours. You have the choice in your hooves. Choose wisely. Bam says, tough, LOL. He's 5'3" and is out of breath walking to his car. Yes, exactly. But he wants to talk big, so let him talk big. Because he's just going to be shown to be the idiot that he is. Eclipse says, the problem is Bullfrog thinks Dave is too stupid to do anything about it. Yeah, and, well, that's his, it's his funeral, I guess. Figuratively in Minecraft. But hey, he wants to act that way. He wants to pretend like he can just keep acting tough and nothing's going to happen. Well, he's in for a rude awakening. Simple as that. And he can cry victim all he wants, but we all see through this, and nobody's willing to tolerate this garbage anymore. So go back to your channel, Bullfrog. Make these live videos. Soon enough, the bells will toll for thee. On that note, I'm feeling hungry. Got some steaks ready to go. Hope you guys have a great night. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed your meal here at Dave's Drama Diner. With that said, have yourselves a great night.